Yes, sir. We are live. U.S. men's national team, Brazil. And we got a special guest on this live stream. My boy Hayden is joining us to drop some. I think, Hayden, you said you're Greg Berhalter's #1 supporter. Is that what you told me before we went live?
Ooh. Hey,
Whoa!
let's not get
Whoa.
up on the wrong foot here, boys. Come on now. Come on
Get him,
now.
boys. No, okay. All right.
Sink him.
No, dude, we're happy to have you. Happy to have you. This should be good. I want to start. Let's get in the lineups in a second, but I think all three of us right now should drop a prediction for this game. And Hayden, you're the guest. Why don't you go first, bro? Ball knowledge exposed, perhaps. Let's see.
So I've been thinking about this one all day. And I think US going to give up a goal early, 1-0, and they're actually going to show some bite, get it to 1-1. But second half, we're going to fall apart. I think we're looking at 4-1 today. I don't think it's going to be quite as bad as Colombia was, but I don't think we have any chance.
I think I have to agree. I'm inclined to agree. I might even go. I might just cut the one goal. I don't know if we score today. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be 3-0.
3-0. Okay. I think Colombia. I think Brazil are going to win by 3.
Okay.
So either 4-1. Yeah, I mean, I love both y'all's scores. 4-1 or 3-0. I think if the US doesn't score today, I was gonna say it's embarrassing, but they've already been embarrassed. So it's just like a further, dragging, you could say.
Well, it's also just uncharacteristic. I mean, regardless of how poorly we play, Haji Wright is always able to pull some kind of goal out of his ass. Like if you think about the Netherlands in the World Cup, or Pepe is always going to score when he's in the US shirt. So, I mean, it may be one of those games where it's 4-0 and then all of a sudden we get a goal in the 85th minute, and it in theory makes it better, but it's just as demoralizing.
Yeah. What do we do? Or what is the conversation about Chris Richards and Tim Ream if US concedes 4 again?
Oh, dog.
Connor, you want to take this one, buddy?
Oh, it ain't good. It ain't good.
It ain't good. It ain't good.
No, it ain't good.
That back line's been gassed up a lot.
That back line is, I think it's like a balloon, dude. It is much larger than, the actual mass and density that it legitimately holds, right? Like the volume just supersedes the mass exponentially. And I mean, it's just going to take one little needle to pop it for me, Chris Richards, I think he's been doing a lot more than I expected him to. But oh boy, I'm worried. I'm a little worried, but it's always going to look bad. The only thing that I don't like is that Canada and Mexico have both had excellent showings in their second game of the window, right? Relatively,
yeah.
Relatively, they've had solid. They've shown improvement. They've shown the ability to grow. So if the USA comes out here, if the US men's national team comes out here, lays a big old goose egg, or embarrasses themselves, then what do we have to build on for Copa America? The consensus will be that we are bad. Everybody will forget all about how we've been clowning the other two for the last 5 years. And they're just going to focus on that. It'll be like, I think it may be worse than losing a Gold Cup here.
Losing a Gold Cup?
Like if we were to have lost the last tournament that we won, I would say this would have a bigger effect right now.
You mean the Nations League?
Sure.
Because the US did lose the Gold Cup, but they also wiped their ass for the tournament.
Exactly. I'm saying that we performed better in the World Cup than both of these teams. than Canada and Mexico. I'm saying that we performed better. We've just been better, right? If we were to lose silverware, we would it would not have as big of an effect on our claim to Kings of CONCACAF as this game would be. Like gearing up for Copa America, I think the dialogue would completely shift. Yes, dude, and frankly, I think it will. Like, I don't know. I really don't see us coming out of here with a lot of stuff to build on, and I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm just being overtly pessimistic here, but I feel like the dialogue shifts massively tonight. We're gonna have two fan bases, Mexico and Canada, clowning us, and I'm not looking forward to that.
Well, and think about it from like a perception standpoint internationally across the world. Thanks, Ben. Nobody cares. Nobody cares when the U.S. men's national team wins a Gold Cup or a Nations League. Not anybody outside of CONCACAF really cares.
Yeah,
but
correct.
I would argue. I mean, based on what we saw against Colombia, and depending on how things go tonight, it seems like we are not giving the Copa its due as a tournament. Everything we have heard from the top down throughout the entire organization, whether it's Tyler Adams, the captain of the team, or Greg, is that this tournament is for preparation for 2026. They're treating this as a warm-up run, as a practice. And when we are playing teams like Argentina, Brazil, Uruguay, teams that fans would kill to play regularly instead of exclusively playing CONCACAF teams in competitions that matter. And so for me, it's like, if we don't show up tonight, and if we don't have a good showing against someone like Colombia or Brazil in the quarterfinals, because by the way, that's as far as we're going. We're not taking a step further in this competition. If we don't have a good showing in those matches across the world, that's really the only time outside of the World Cup that people are going to be seeing this team. And that's what our perception is going to be. It's going to be, what have you done for me lately? Absolutely nothing.
What have you done for me lately? Correct.
Yeah,
it's a very fair weather, not fair weather. It's a very, recency bias plays a massive part in this.
And frankly, I think if that's the perception, I think it's well-deserved, because like, this is one of the most storied tournaments in the entire world, and we're lucky enough to be competing in it. And our captain is saying that it's all about looking forward into a tournament 2 years from now. Me personally, as a fan, I would much rather my team come out here and try their hardest and try to get to a semifinal. By the way, you're going to be preparing for the 2026 World Cup by osmosis if you just focus on this fucking tournament.
Correct.
But every step of the way, the organization, the players, the coach have said, hey, it's all good. It's all good. We're just learning here. But I mean, like, listen, you learn by testing yourself. And the first 20 minutes against Colombia, they were a disaster. I mean, they were not prepared for what CONMEBOL football looks like. And I cannot think of a better stage for them to actually prepare themselves and actually get the experience they need for 2026. But you're not going to get it if you don't give the tournament the respect that it's due.
Well, here's how I feel about it. I think that CONCACAF this is how it should be. CONCACAF should be basically going through a dress rehearsal right now to see if they are worthy of future Copa America participation. That's what should be happening. And in my opinion, if the CONCACAF teams fail to impress, if I was CONMEBOL and my priority as a federation was quality of games and preparing South America to retain their World Cup title, if CONCACAF crap the bed, which is very likely, I would literally start looking at Asia and be like, okay, we're going to go back to these nations as invitees. Now, we all know no one cares about anything except money, which means even if the U.S. gets embarrassed 5-0 today, Mexico gets grouped, U.S. will go out in the quarterfinals, Costa Rica, honestly, I'm starting to think they will beat Paraguay, though, because Paraguay are shambolic, and the rest of the teams get grouped. They're still probably going to be the invitees because it's just about money at the end of the day. Now, When I saw the U.S. players coming out and saying the focus is 2026, bro, this is exactly why I got pissed off when the U.S. was hosting the tournament in the first place. It's disrespectful. What do you mean the priority is not on the Copa America? If the Copa America is not the priority, you should not be playing. Simple as that.
Why should I tune in?
Schedule it for what why should we pay $300 for tickets? And why should the CONMEBOL teams invite you? Because if you don't care, why are you at the Copa America? Why do you want to host this thing? Go schedule a friendly against Japan. They just scored 24 goals in 6 games, didn't get touched in the round 2 of AFC World Cup qualifying. I think they're itching for a good opponent. Schedule a friendly against Japan. Don't disrespect and insult everybody by hosting the damn tournament.
Yep.
That's just some soft ass entitlement. I hated that.
If you don't care, why are you here? Why are you here?
Well, it makes the US sound like a small team, because if you truly are a team that is going to challenge and try to make a semifinal in 2026, you're not thinking, hey, listen, we got this opportunity to play some really good competition in the Copa in 2024. No, you're thinking, we're playing against a friendly against Colombia, and I want to rip their fucking throats out.
Yeah.
You look at who's in front of you right now, and you kill them.
Correct.
You don't worry about like 2 years from now.
If you're going short-sighted, that is exactly what it is. And that's the animosity that a lot of these teams bring into Copa America. Like, at the very least, if you don't think you're going to win it, you're playing not so that you can win, but so that you can make the other guys lose. You're playing out of spite. At least that's a driving motivator. But we know that the United States men's national team, just the federation overall, right? Not the players necessarily, although, you know, with these recent comments, it looks like they're kind of in on it, right? We know that they, U.S. Soccer Federation, and Mexico, I don't know about Canada. You know what? We'll throw in Canada too, because they're in shambles right now as well. They don't play the long game. Frankly, the only team that I really see playing the long game, expanding their football horizons, is Ecuador right now. Maybe Chile you could throw in as well, right? Looking for the revancha. Hiring a new coach that's going to build you a nice system, giving him a nice long contract, letting him do whatever he wants. You could say the same for Uruguay, but then Ecuador as well. Letting your players go overseas for nothing.
Yeah.
Let your players go overseas, right? Allow that one club, Independiente del Valle, allow them to build up this system and export their players, right? But whereas the Mexican Federation is just like forcing the players to stay domestic, they got like a stranglehold on their talent pool. And honestly, the USA not scheduling the correct friendlies, hiring Berhalter again. It's a very complacent signing. I think I've said all this before, but there's no like future goal here. It's just like kind of steady the ship, host a bunch of tournaments, you know, like we're hosting the World Cup too. I don't know. Like, think about this. If the USA was competent, right? If we had the Ecuadorian mindset for like the last 4 years, you don't have to be looking at a round of 16 good performance in the World Cup 2026. You don't have to be looking at a quarterfinals exit in the Copa America. You could be looking at being competitive here, right? And that's going to bring you more money. Your guys are going to be selling more shirts if they're playing over in Europe. I don't know. I just don't. I cannot fathom the short-sighted sort of attitude that a lot of these federations take.
It's a very risk-averse federation.
Correct. Yeah.
They don't want to take the risk of sending out Berhalter, who's their boy. He's their guy. And honestly, at the end of the day, if the U.S. keeps winning Gold Cups, Nation Leagues, they keep getting to play in Minnesota, they get to host the World Cup every now and then, all that stuff, and you know, and the players like you, that's really all they're asking for. And every single step of the way, Berhalter has met expectations exactly. You guys many times before, he will never exceed expectations. But for a federation like the U.S., that is exactly what they are looking for.
He is the guy at the office that is, by a narrow margin, hitting his sales numbers every quarter on the goddamn money.
He'd make a great accountant. Just do exactly what you're supposed to do.
Phenomenal. Maybe he'd be so good at accounting that the U.S. could hire a more expensive and better manager. Maybe that's actually where Berhalter's career is headed. I also want to say, because I think this is important, the U.S. has a very entitled mentality because, and this is in contrast to a Chile, to a Venezuela, who can you imagine if like Alexis Sanchez came out and was like, the focus is the 2026 World Cup? He would never say that. He would never say that. And I think part of the reason is, one, it's their tournament and it's just emotionally very much more impactful to the South Americans. But also, if you look at the US, they don't even have, bro, we don't even have fucking qualifiers because we're hosting the goddamn tournament. And even if we did, I mean, barring the Trinidad and Tobago disaster, participation is pretty much guaranteed for the US. So there is this like, and I feel like big teams in general have this problem at tournaments where it's like, if you go to the World Cup, I think Japan does the same thing. I think Japan disrespected the Asian Cup and did look at 2026 and say, okay, we need to make a semifinals. And you know what happens? Teams like Iraq, teams like Iran, that Iran both will probably qualify for the World Cup, but they don't have these lofty expectations somewhere else. They look at the Asian Cup and they're like, no, dude, this is the be all end all. That's what the Chileans are saying. That's what the Venezuelans, who have never been to a World Cup, that's how they feel about the Copa America. So for the U.S. to come in here and be like, yeah, you know, this would be it's a glorified scrimmage to them. No, for the Venezuelans, like, if Venezuela made a semifinal, if they made the final and lost, they're gods, immortalized. Whereas here, dude, what do you think the reaction would be if the U.S. got silver or third place? What do you think is the reaction from the footballing public and just casuals here?
At what? Copa America or
at Copa
World
America?
Cup? Okay.
Copa America.
I can tell you from experience, watching in 2014 when the U.S. had a nice run. I mean, there were some great moments from that. Clint Dempsey, like all that. It's great. I remember going to the airport to get on a flight, and I saw people crowded around one of the restaurants to watch the game. And I thought to myself, this is fucking it. Let's go. Like, soccer is here. 2 weeks later, crickets. As soon as the team got eliminated, crickets. And so I suppose that would be the reaction to an extent, although the Copa is not nearly as visible to the casual fan as a World Cup would be. But any reaction would be, I mean,
which is a failure, by the way. That is a failure. That the Copa America has not been marketed as a marquee event.
Oh, by the way, okay, listen. I am not someone who will pretend that I have worked directly with anyone at USSF, but until recently, I worked in football media for the past 2 years. I know several people who have worked directly with them trying to get things put together. And top to bottom, they have not been preparing for the Copa like the opportunity that it should be treated as. This is a tournament that they're hosting. And I think that just goes to speak again to top to bottom. This federation does not respect this tournament. And so, of course, the result is not going to be what the diehard fans think it should be.
Dude, you can only think, because this is a money move, right? The only conclusion that you can draw from what you just told me is that they don't know what this is. They don't know the golden.
They don't appreciate it
that they have. No, that means that there are people who are not soccer focused in the organization making the calls. You know, say what you want about a lot of these guys that run these things, but like take a look at Adam Silver for an example. In the NBA, right? He's the He's the commissioner, right? The commissioner of the NBA.
Yeah.
He watched Knicks games as a kid growing up. That is the extent of his basketball experience. If you think that he doesn't pay attention to the league and what is happening inside of it, and he just makes calls based on a money-making basis, you are incorrect. I'm not saying that he watches every single game, but you're damn right he's going to be at every single one of the finals games. He's going to focus on the playoffs probably halfway through the season, and he's going to pay attention during the regular season. He has at least a competent knowledge of all of the regular season scores.
Correct.
And the players inside. You have to pay attention to these things. The fact that you don't know that the second biggest international tournament outside of, third biggest, if you want to say that.
This is Dead Ball TV. It's the second biggest tournament behind the World Cup.
You know what? Yeah. You see the jerseys behind me. It's the second biggest tournament behind the World Cup, right? Not some Mickey Mouse European ballet contest over there, right? You have to
it's not
acknowledge
Eurovision.
this.
Yeah.
It's not Eurovision. You have to acknowledge this. It's not Great Britain's Got Talent, right?
No.
You have to acknowledge this for what it is, right? You have to meet these other guys at the field of play. And I mean, dude, if something goes wrong here, it's going to prove me right, which I don't want to be, in that the Federation doesn't take it seriously. And it looks like the team doesn't take it seriously either. Now, I'm saying all of this without having the game hasn't even started yet. Like, I'm watching the players. I think they just took off their warm-up kits, right? They're approaching the field now. But it looks like the Brazilians are outnumbering us, which that tells me, yeah, people in the comments are saying that they haven't seen any marketing. But the fact that the Brazilians are outnumbering us, the stadium isn't sold out and packed already, means that there was no marketing going on for this. Dude. It means that the Brazilian fans that care were on FOTMob saying, oh my God, there's a game happening, and it's in the United States. Let's go buy tickets. That's what that means.
Before the game actually gets started, I just want to make one more point about Berhalter, because when I've been trying to get on here for a while, and I was ready and prepared to make a couple of points in favor of Berhalter because of his man management and his ability to get the locker room to buy into him. The game against Colombia was an example of terrible man management, because it may be true. Of course, the ultimate goal is 2026. But the fact that you have telegraphed that much to the players, that they are going to the media and saying that out loud, they're saying the quiet part out loud here. That is an app that, like, I cannot, it gets to the point where it's beyond the pale. Like, you can no longer find excuses for this. So, game starting, I don't, we don't have to dwell on this too much, but
no,
it's
bro,
incredible.
it's like if a goddamn Jason Kidd in the NBA Finals right now was like, we're actually focused on winning the finals in 2028.
Yeah.
It's like, brother, you're in the finals right now.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It's here.
It's here. It's in 8 days.
Yep.
You're down 0-2, bro.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Wake up. Call a timeout. Like, holy
call
shit,
a timeout.
Yeah, you put in Jaden Hardy. Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I started getting YouTube ads for the Copa America 5 days ago. That's not enough time.
You know what's wild? You know what is wild? And this may just be my algorithm, but I've seen more advertisement on behalf of US Rugby for their Scotland rematch. We beat Scotland in a competitive friendly or a test match 6 years ago, 5-6 years ago. And they're marketing this as the big rematch, because it was. We dropped Scotland 10 places down the rankings. We were unranked, and we became ranked for the first time in a long time after that. And the fact that I'm seeing more marketing based off of that is just insane. Like, put it on TikTok, for God's sake. It can't be that expensive. Cut your Christmas bonus.
Bro.
You're already going to go to the Maldives. You don't need that anymore. Cut the Christmas bonus. Fund that.
Bro. It's crazy. Even yesterday, dude, like, I didn't know that the U.S. Olympic team was playing Japan until the 5th minute of the game, because I saw somebody tweet about it on my timeline. Thankfully, I was like, bro, there's no. I know it's a friendly, but, like, again, the Olympics are around the corner. Why? What? And I'm so deep in the footballing world. If I didn't know it was happening, albeit I'm a Mexico fan, how the hell is the average person supposed to have a clue? By the way, Japan won 2-0. Proving once again that Asia is so clear of CONCACAF. It's
not even funny.
It's not even funny.
The game has started, by the way. I am on 1 minute and 53. I don't know where you guys are at.
Ooh.
I'm at 2:30.
Okay. Yeah. I'm watching the Spanish broadcast, so that may be the reason.
So are
Me
we.
too. Can you refresh?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, we can move back if it doesn't work on a refresh.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm on 240, 241.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, there we are, baby. All right.
Thank God we're done with this Fubo madness, the Fubo delay.
Yeah, that was a disaster. Do you guys think it's harsh that Johnny Cardoso didn't get the start? I was kind of surprised by that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Greg wants what happened last game. I don't think he wants a goal in the first 10 minutes again. And I think he wants to go back to someone like Musa, who he knows and has had more time with this team. I think he just wants a steady hand to start, at least.
Yeah.
Ooh. Dude, every time Matt Turner passes.
See, that's the real fucking problem here, because we do not exactly have the deepest goalkeeper room. And I mean, if Matt Turner is not in form, I just there's just no way they can outperform their expectations when he's playing like that. And
Correct.
it's been a year to this point, basically.
Yeah. I think this is a really good point here into what we were talking about, and then we can focus on the game. Shout out to Christian for the super chat here.
Yeah, appreciate that, Christian.
USF and US men's national team want to act like champions, but they're losers with cowardish thinking and plans, right? If we look at the US women's national team.
Holy crap. Was that Musa? I think it was.
Okay, is this going to go exactly like the Mexico game where they do this one time and then never again?
Wow, that was the best shot I've ever seen.
My God, bro.
Off of Allison's back.
Dude, the fact it went off his back and didn't go in.
Now, if this doesn't wake up the Brazilians, it might tell us more about the Brazilian national team than it does about US.
Yeah.
Just to wrap up what Christian was saying, after the women's team barely made the World Cup knockouts on 4 points and lost in the round of 16, their coach was fired into the sun and the entire team was revamped. Young talent was brought up. The team does not look the same. That is exactly what a stellar point. What a stellar point. That is why the women's national team is so dominant compared to us.
Just go across the hall. That's all you got to do.
Literally.
Knock on the door and they'll help you out.
CC me on the fucking emails. That's all I want.
No, it's insane.
Straight up. You put us in charge. Give us a panel. We got you. You don't even have to. Don't come into work.
Oh, my God. Oh. Yo, US coming out cracking. Pulley with a shot.
Well, we were all wrong, and I've never been more
Forget
excited.
Everything I said.
Recency bias is crazy even on the stream. I'm here. USA.
Hey, I said this on the Colombia stream when I was on their solo. I thought that the effort from the US, personally, I thought it was being overly criticized against Colombia. I don't think it was a case of like the US didn't give a shit or they were just super apathetic towards the result. I think that they made some stupid mistakes, but the way that they responded when they went down tells me that, like we've been saying, Connor harps on this a lot, this team is not mentally weak. And so I expect a response in today's game. People saying, I know a lot of y'all were joking, but people are saying, Brazil's going to win by 6, 7, 8. I would be stunned by that. Just because Jesus. I think the U.S. is a team that generally responds. I'm not saying they're going to win.
Right.
I'm just saying, Matt Turner. Was that?
I mean, it was right to him. He better have dragged it down.
Yeah. Thank the Lord.
I think if they went left, they would have won. They would have won. They would have scored.
All right, boys. He went left. Pack it up. They won.
Pack it up. They did it. They won.
You don't need the bounce back game as Pulley. He was horrendous against Columbus. And you know why? Do you know why? Does everybody watching know why? It's because Daniel Munoz, the best right back at the Copa America, absolutely locked his ass up.
And it makes me wonder too. You guys have talked about before. There's a few dogs on this team. There's some guys who want a shit house. And I don't think Greg is the kind of guy who's going to go into the locker room and just lay into your ass. But I feel like, based on his press conference the other night where he said that the team disrespected the game of soccer, which is so rich, he must have said he had some things to say to them in the locker room. So I feel like part of this response is because Greg actually laid into them. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to think so. Or I think you have to take what I've been most proud of regarding this team is like we were just talking about, the mentality, right? Because the skills will come. We've got enough players in Europe to where, their training staff that they're associated with cannot help but make them better footballers, right? But a large part of the game that you have to take accountability for as a player is the mental aspect. And so you have to learn that, even if Greg Berhalter's not the kind of guy that's going to go into the locker room and lay into you, you have to know and understand what he means, right? Just like every UFC fighter, every boxer has a way that they like to be talked to by their coach. They have a shorthand that they communicate with. The fact that these guys were able to rally, they're able to muster a response, tells me that maybe there's some better lines of communication being laid and that they have the accountability to self-improve, to motivate themselves intrinsically, as opposed to having to rely on the media and doing everything forcefully, right?
I think something in common between Mexico and the U.S. is that both of their managers are kind of soft soy boys. I'm not going to lie. Like, Jimmy Lozano is never going to display like passion or go on a furious rant that Marcelo Bielsa would, for example. And because of that, I mean, let's not even talk about achievement and like impact on the game. But there is a genuine fear of Bielsa amongst his players. It's a respect, but it's also like, this dude will never call me up again and will cuss me out if I don't do what he says. I don't think Berhalter's built like that. I know Lozano's not built like that. Damn, bro, Jesse Marsh probably the biggest hothead of the three.
I mean,
at least I've seen him mad.
Yeah, at least you have some mentality with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll take this. This foul right here. Sit down, Rafinha. You don't want the smoke?
Yeah, let him know you're there.
Let him know you're there. Let him know you're there, baby.
So, Jack, when you were talking about Greg and calling him a soy boy, it brought a question to mind. So if Trump were to give Greg a nickname that he used on Twitter, what would it be?
Hayden, you got to grow the stash.
I shaved yesterday.
The next stream, you just got to let it ride.
If you were
shout out, Ben.
Name.
I think he would try to call out his like spacey eyes or something.
I think that Trump has he likes to manage his own Twitter. He would have some young frat intern come and help him out with some of these nicknames, and I think that guy would probably give him something along the lines of bald fraud.
Yeah.
I think this
guy, Greg Berhalter, the bald fraud. I think so.
Yeah.
Or it's a G thing. So like talking about like maybe his mouth is like gaping open a lot on the touchline. So he's like gaping Greg. Gaping Greg has no idea what he's doing. Get Alexi Lawless in there. He would bring these boys to the semis.
My good friend.
I'm signing an executive order. Alexi Lawless. A lifetime contract.
Oh! We're banging him in.
Best
Are you watching this?
Of course I'm watching this.
Yeah.
Tim Weah just took a shot on goal.
No.
Don't. No.
I'm just happy. I'm just happy to work.
He's so painfully average. He's painfully average.
God damn it, Alvaro.
Dude, can you imagine if the U.S. had like... Bro, I don't know. I'm just trying to think about beast mode. Right wing. What is it? Chat acting a fool?
Alvaro just said the first thing he heard when he jumped on is a Trump impression.
We're never beating the right wing allegations.
We're never going to beat those allegations.
I love Ben sticking up for Weah here. Let it go. About that. I'm just trying to hold him to a higher standard, but you're right. So somebody's got to be mid.
What an interception!
He showed some nice pace against
He
Colombia.
is fast.
I suppose that is the point, but
dude, that was a nice interception. Right wing. What right wing would you sign if we could do that for the United States men's national team? Who would you nationalize? Whose birth records would you falsify for the U.S. men's national team?
From any nation? Any nation?
From any nation.
Dude, if it's hold on.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh, that was good defense in the end.
Yeah.
If I could take anybody, I know this is a cop out, but I do feel like Salah would cook in this.
Yeah.
Friendly.
Yeah, it does feel like kind of a cop out. What if we said from any country outside of what do we say? Asia, CONCACAF?
Outside of Asia and CONCACAF.
Or no, sorry, outside of Africa and Europe.
Okay. I mean, if you could take Rodrigo, literally from Brazil, Mexico.
I don't know if I'd want him. I feel like I want a big guy. You know, I want somebody kind of threatening on the wing. Honestly,
we got Mahrez in the chat. Mahrez.
We literally have Mahrez in the chat.
No.
They're saying Mahrez. Yeah.
Prime Mahrez would have been sick, but he's slowing down quite a bit.
You know who I would like is big
Pelestri
man
from Uruguay.
Well, yeah, big man from Wolverhampton Wanderers. Where is he now? Traore. I know I just said no Africa.
Oh my God, bro! Imagine him in a U.S. jersey.
I'm telling you, dude. You get Tyreek Hill in a U.S. men's national team kit.
I feel like that
big
is what
body.
It's like. I don't think that'd be an upgrade, dude. I feel like we're just changing an athlete for another athlete.
But the body oil, though, bro.
But
the body.
I mean, the aesthetics. Oh my gosh,
that boy's slippery as fuck,
dude. He had
boy. I think that was Vini there.
That was tame. Yep, he had Rodrigo running in by himself too. Terrible defending.
Shot it right at him too.
Yeah, we would just be trading one athlete for another athlete. I guess I'm just thinking like physicality. I'd want a big lad.
Yeah. I would, like if you asked me 12 months ago, I would have said Gonzalo Plata from Ecuador, but I'm just not. I think that ship might have sailed. I'm trying to think Argentina. Because Nico's a left. Garnacho's left. Di Maria, I mean,
you could take Alvarez.
Alvarez
is a right winger. That's how he started his career.
You take him right wing?
I mean, that's the option that he can do that.
Oh, that was disgusting. That was filth. Oh my gosh.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh. Chris Richards in the spin cycle and great save by Matt Turner. He's got 4 saves in 16 minutes.
Yeah, he does. It's
Matt
the
Turner
Renaissance.
redemption arc starts now. Yep.
Correct.
Oh God, who just lost the ball?
Oh, good dispossession again. I mean, redemption. Speaking of redemptions.
Wait, who that?
Argentina, Peru have had the worst Copa America redemption games. Yes, this is kind of off topic, but yes.
Argentina, Peru have had the worst Copa America redemption.
Not redemption. Sorry, prep games.
Oh, that's God. A filth pass. Yep.
Yeah, there it is.
Yep.
There you go. Hayden called it right on the head. Early concession there.
Yep. Yep. He cooked. That pass was so good. Was that Guimaraes with the assist? Could have been João Gomez. I don't know, but the vision here is ridiculous.
Bazan is saying prime Cuadrado would be filth.
Yeah. If we're taking like players in their prime, I was just thinking the current moment. Who is this? No, that was Rafinha with the pass.
Yeah.
That's a great ball.
Diced him up. I mean, it looks like FIFA.
It's so good.
Boom.
Oh, Matt is pissed.
Dude, Marcus, it is way too hold on a minute. Matt Turner does not need to go. He just had 4 shots in 16 minutes and then 1 concession.
Yeah. They're like, I mean, he threaded that between Richards and Scally. It's hard to point the blame at one of them. Maybe a better effort was needed collectively.
I mean, what can you do against something like that? You just have to be aware of those passing lanes, maybe. But that was a crazy one in general. They already had 2 other ones cut off. That's just
I think you blame
excellence.
Matt Turner for the pass there because, that was our goal kick that we lost possession immediately and they scored. Right, that's what happened. Yeah, he's much more to blame for the pass than the save. Because when Rafinha wins it back, you saw how much space he had in the middle. You can't give Brazil that. Come on, dude. If you give these elite CONMEBOL teams, you give them any space, they're gonna score. Brazil no press either. That is a very good turn from Yunus Musa there. And honestly, it was kind of a hospital ball from Matt Turner. He had 2 Brazilians on him, and he still gave it to him.
No, his distribution has never been excellent. I mean,
he started playing so late. He started playing as a teenager.
Even that. Oh my gosh,
ooh, baby!
Was that?
I think it was Weah.
I think that was Weah. Yeah.
Yeah.
If Weah scores, are we all frauds?
No. He scored against Colombia, and he still sucked.
Yeah. Tyler, come on now. That ain't Tyler. That's McKinney. Who said that?
Yeah, Tyler's not playing. Oh my gosh.
Do y'all think he's going to start in the actual group stage?
Yo, what the hell was that?
I hope so. I like him. Him.
Well, I don't think it's a matter of whether Greg would pick him. It's a matter of
if he's going to be ready.
Yeah, if he's ready. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he'll start and play 60 minutes, or I don't know.
Get him in late or something.
Yeah,
I like Cardoso quite a bit, so I would probably go with him. Way more in form.
Yeah.
Oh man,
the curve on that ball is disgusting. No, we're not watching on Fubo. We're watching on Peacock, fellas. Also, Tim Cooper coming in with the our sideline reporter, man on the field. Tim Cooper says that Tapia, Peru captain, out of Copa America because he's a free agent and the federation doesn't want to pay medical insurance.
No way.
Which is just wild.
What? That cannot be real.
Yeah.
Oh, Cobra?
The what? He's out of the Copa.
Copa.
No, I was saying they don't have Cobra?
What is Cobra?
That's when you leave a job and then you can still pay a fuck ton of money to get your health insurance for like 3 more months or something. It's HR procedural stuff. Probably not the place.
Wow. No.
Might not be the market here.
Tapia dice adios a la Copa America as of 19 hours ago.
Wow. Yeah, Peru in shambles.
Wow. I am honestly that is infuriating.
That's insane.
I cannot believe that. Peru in shambles.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Oh my. Okay. Is a defender going to go towards him? Okay.
Clamps.
Come on, baby.
You look like Drew Holiday right there.
Future finals MVP.
Very good.
Future finals MVP,
man.
Honestly, at this point.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum's going to shoot 1 for 7 from 3. Maybe so.
Yep.
Did he really go for the nutmeg there? Did he not have a teammate?
Oh my God. Can you imagine if that shit worked?
If he nutmegged him and then scored?
I would. The stream would end right here and now.
Ethan Horvath at halftime. Yeah.
Have we ever seen like a goalkeeper just like cry after conceding a goal? Because I'm pretty certain I would do that like if I was a professional keeper, I think the stress would be too much.
Yeah,
the stress would be too much for me.
Karius Champions League final, he did cry.
But was that at full time or was that in the flow of the game? I'm talking about like
he might have cried after the third one, dude. He might have started
per
crying
90, bro. That's what I'm
looking for. Oh baby. Hold on.
I know he was for sure bawling his eyes out at full time, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he cried after the third one.
Yeah, I want like sobs per 90.
Oh, what a freaking it's a pen. Oh my gosh.
I cannot believe what I'm seeing.
Oh my god, bro.
Hold on. I want to watch that again. Pulley with the grown man run. With the grown man run.
It looked kind of clean.
The ball was definitely touched, but whether they made contact with him or the ball first, I don't know.
Let's see.
Oh. Can we get a better angle?
Supporting
can we zoom in?
Cringe.
Oh.
That's not a pen.
No.
That's not a pen.
No, all ball first. What a tackle, by the way.
What did I told you guys we would equalize?
That's not a pen.
Yeah, because he gets ball first, huh?
He gets ball first. I'm guessing there's no VAR, but that's not a pen.
Hey, we back to footy. We back to old-timey footy.
U.S. not beating the allegations. Oh, my God. This Copa's rigged. Holy shit. It's rigged for a U.S.-Argentina final. No, that's, yeah, come on.
Well, I'm stoked.
Oh, it's a free kick. It's not a pin.
Oh, it's a free kick.
It's
okay.
A direct free kick.
I guess this is what happens when you watch on mute, huh? You can't hear anything.
Yep.
Let's see.
You know what? I'll take this.
Yeah.
This seems like a fair resolution.
Still a bad call, but yeah. Still think it's a bit unfair. Oh my gosh! Wow.
Hey,
That's
say what you
want.
Free
kick. Nope.
You say what you want, man, but Pulley is back. That's all Pulley. Oh my God.
Yep. One-man army right here.
One-man army. You said Mr. Flop. He didn't. That wasn't a flop. He kicked the man's leg and fell off balance.
Yeah, it just wasn't a foul.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Wow.
Hey, that looks like a training ground thing. I'm just gonna say. Looks like a training ground thing. You see how the players immediately ran to the side?
Yeah, they block his vision and then they run to the side. That was perfect executed.
So does Berhalter get 10% credit for that?
U.S. men's national team set piece masterclasses?
Gaping Greg has nothing to do with the set piece coaching.
Yeah, appreciate the super chat, Christian. But yeah, that's I mean, look, okay. If we're going off justice, probably should never have happened. But if we're going off entertainment, I'm happy it's 1-1 again.
I'm locked in.
If we're going off of execution as well, like I don't whatever you want to say.
Hey, isn't it accepting a questionable foul the CONMEBOL way?
Yes.
By any means necessary?
Oh my God, yes. Thank you. Mm-hmm. I feel very validated right now.
U.S. CONMEBOL coded?
Yeah, if we're going by fairness, Chile shouldn't have 2 Copa Americas, but they do.
Damn,
and it's because they know how to pay the tournament.
We blew that way up, huh?
Yeah, we made it 28 minutes. Oh
my God. Oh my God.
I think it's a pretty valid point.
Hey, I'm just saying the penalty against Liverpool in the Champions League final really wasn't a pen on Moussa Sissoko. So Spurs should have a UCL title.
So that's what it felt like when I said that thing about Chile?
Yeah,
that's what it felt like?
That is what that's what it felt like. Yep, exactly.
Okay.
So I was looking at I was looking at Copa tickets for the game in Dallas, U.S. Bolivia. What what do you think the price was?
130 because it's a trash game.
Flynn. All right, Connor.
220, 250.
Try 75.
Ain't nobody want to go to that, dude.
Dog.
I cannot think of a less sexy fixture at the Copa than U.S. men's national team Bolivia.
130 gets you. It got you to like the tier below the top deck, basically.
Yeah. I thought that they would be price gouging because they think that soccer's massive now because Messi's here. Wow. 75 bucks. Dude, would you go?
Even they probably know.
Is that game worth 75 bucks? I think I'd probably go for 75 bucks.
Yeah.
But I'd have to go with friends.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
my goodness.
Oh, we're trash.
That was
we're so bad.
Oh my gosh. That was horrible from the Brazilian center back.
Yeah.
I think to see your national team play in a Copa, regardless of competition, 75 bucks. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, against Bolivia, I'd want to go with homies. Like, I'd have to go with at least 2 friends.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, and also, I mean, the traffic and the parking is going to be a disaster. Like,
yeah, correct.
I think there was so much talk about, oh my God, bro, about Arlington being the
grown man run
site for the final. And I just don't think the city had the public transit like infrastructure for that. It's just going to be an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
So for that alone, I may just not go. I don't know.
You don't want to deal with the hassle. Yeah, because then you also have to take into account, okay, well, you're going to spend $20 for food that day, probably.
$20 fees for the tickets.
Yeah. On top of that, it's probably a $200 day at least.
Yeah. To see us 0-0 against Bolivia?
To see a 1-0 Pulisic penalty in the 80th minute. Yeah.
Yeah, like to see a 1-0 that makes me so unbelievably angry, even though we got 3 points.
A win that feels like a loss.
$200 to ruin my day. Yeah.
Like I walk away with an anger migraine. Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah. An anger migraine and a sunburn and a slap on the ass from the security at Arlington Stadium.
Yeah. Hayden Gray, one-time Dead Ball TV guest, ends up in medical tent at AT&T Stadium.
Known for his appearance during the Brazil-US live stream on Dead Ball TV.
He's like, yeah, man, I don't know. Matt Turner tried to play it out from the back, and I just blacked out.
Yeah.
He tried to play it out from the back, sent it into the second row.
Yeah.
And I had a conniption.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah, Joe Scally, he tried to do a cross into the box, and I woke up here.
Yeah. Oh my.
Ben said that he paid $200 to go to a Timberwolves playoff game with him and his wife, but I would say that's worth it for Anthony Edwards because you're going to see him ball out regardless.
Although he was terrible in that series.
Yeah, it was rough.
Yep.
He got shut down. Oh my God, Jedi. Oh, he's got a brick for a foot. Oh,
damn. The first part looked nice though.
Yes, dude. The first part looked great. Oh, he said he
Why does he
didn't
get
go
that
see
wrap
Dallas.
on?
He went to see the Nuggets, I think.
Oh.
Damn. That was a great series.
The streets are saying that Pulisic has a hot girlfriend, so he's feeling confident. If that's what it takes, man, get Anna de Armas in here. We're going to the final. Get Sydney Sweeney on the phone right now. Oh, he's dating a Filipino girl, a man of culture.
I wonder what country their son will choose. Probably the Philippines.
Christian M said Giroud is still prettier. I think he might be right.
Yeah. It's a good-looking guy.
Oh, is this a water break? Yeah.
I guess.
Aw.
Should I put y'all's ball knowledge on display to the test here?
Oh,
Yeah.
come on. Okay,
Yeah, why
sure.
not?
Okay, tell me the 3 Asian teams Greg Berhalter has defeated.
Ooh.
Are you counting Middle East in here?
Yeah. If they play in the AFC, yeah.
Iran.
Mm-hmm.
They got smacked by Japan.
Yeah.
Iran. Have we beat South Korea?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No. Did we play Qatar in the Gold Cup?
Yes.
Was it Oman?
2019, I think. Yep.
Is Oman?
And who was? And the
You
other
guys
team
are
was
insane. I don't remember.
I was wrong. There's 4.
lineup.
There's one right after.
You said there's one
the
right
same window.
right
It was
after
the same
Oman.
window as Oman. Yeah.
Oh my God, who was it?
It's one of my favorite teams.
Oh, was it Uzbekistan?
Yeah.
Was that like 3-0?
It was 3-0. US
Yeah.
scored 2 goals in like the 93rd and 96th minute. Even Uzbekistan cooking that game.
I got a migraine that night. Yeah, that's right.
Dude, I got a migraine that night because all of US Men's National Twitter was like, "Oh,
holy cow,
sucks, blah blah blah." I was like, "Bro, y'all got so lucky. You got so lucky." That was the first game that I saw where Tim Ream was annihilated on an individual basis by Shomurodov, but he just couldn't finish. He missed like 3 1-on-1s with Matt Turner. It was actually crazy.
Your move, Brazil.
Hey, he still does have that beautiful assist, so
he does. Yeah.
You know, he's got like one more terrible shot of credit built up before we got to bench his ass.
Clip said that he said bro was aiming for the stars. That was a foul. Holy cow.
Yeah. Dude, I'm still stunned. Renato Tapia is not going to play at the Copa now for health insurance.
That's unreal.
I wonder
if
do they have to think that his agency would front the costs or something?
I mean, nobody could pay for they're going to get grouped anyways. Nobody could have paid for 2 weeks of health insurance.
Yeah.
Fossati, the manager, couldn't have, forked over $1,000 or whatever it is.
Well, listen, I don't know much about the Peruvian healthcare system, but it makes you wonder if it's like an open enrollment thing where if you lock it in, you have it for a year.
I don't know.
Okay,
I have no idea. I'm surprised it's not socialized, frankly.
Look, I mean, the Peruvian FA, from every decision that I've ever known them to make since I started following the sport, I'm not surprised. I'm just really, really disappointed that they allowed this to happen. And I cannot believe Fossati did not pull whatever lever needed to be pulled. That was terrible to make that happen. Because Tapia is their best midfielder. I mean, that's like Edson Alvarez not going to the Copa because the FMF didn't want to put him in the hotel or something. It's just, how is that happening? How is that happening? This is also one of the reasons is the Copa's even in the US is for money, right? Everybody's supposed to have more money now, and you can't get health insurance for your player? Or why can't you screw the insurance? Just sign a contract that says, hey, if you are injured, we will cover the cost of the procedure 100%. He might not even get injured. He might not even have to pay a cent. Yeah. Like, nobody tried to resolve this? I can't believe that.
There's got to be something in there that we're not seeing because there's entirely too simple of a resolution. First of all, handball. Yeah. There's entirely too simple of a resolution there. HRG, we not having that. Sorry, big guy. Typical Argentine with a German grandparent hating on brown people. How?
What?
Saying I'm surprised they're not socialist? Argentina's the socialist country. What are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense. I'm shocked.
What stupid ass comment did I see the other day? Oh my god.
They're just letting it fly, bro.
They are, yeah. These guys are just ripping. They look like Harry Kane out there. Couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Right, Jack?
Bundesliga goal scoring record. Just want to say that.
Mickey Mouse.
England all-time top goal scorer. Just want to say that.
Mickey Mouse. Nobody else on the team can score goals. Actually, it's impressive that he did that in spite of Southgate, frankly.
I was going to say, is that an admission that Raheem Sterling does not score?
I mean, he carried them to the Euro finals. So
didn't care. I mean, if you call 2 goals on about 13 chances carrying, then sure.
Hey, he had more than 2 goals.
Much like Rudy Gobert carried the Timberwolves to the conference finals.
It's amazing to watch him play on offense.
Rudy Gobert?
The things he doesn't do. It's incredible. Yeah. To see that man grab the ball and put it on the floor.
It's like he doesn't know what he's doing.
It's an out-of-a-body experience, bro. God damn.
Dude, I've actually barely watched the finals at all.
Yeah, it's interesting. The Celtics are up 2-0, but if the Mavs actually didn't play like dog shit the past 2 games, it could have easily been 1-1. Celtics keep wanting to find ways to let them back in the game, and they just can't take it.
Yeah, they can't do it. It's so hard for them to get on a run.
Yeah,
they're so inconsistent. Their role players aren't performing, and
Kyrie. I mean, that's Kyrie, the other thing.
Yeah. Well, I think they're just doing a really good job of guarding Kyrie, which is ironic. Because I thought he wouldn't be the issue. But, I mean, it's looking like Luka Doncic is the only player on the team.
Yeah. Well, and I think the Celtics don't really have a ton of personality as a team, and so people generally underestimate them. I mean, they won 70 games throughout the regular season and the postseason. So, and yet nobody wanted to pick them to win the finals because Tatum and Brown are just not the most exciting players from a vibes and aesthetic standpoint. So
yeah, dude, the amount of people that were saying the Knicks were gonna win it all after the Sixers series was
dog
crazy.
Bro,
it was like the Celtics didn't exist.
Yeah,
you know New York.
You know who needs health insurance is the Knicks players because they're playing 48 minutes a game.
Oh my
god! They have a 5-man rotation.
Jalen Brunson playing with 4 fingers.
Yeah, what a dog! Yeah. By the way,
I hope Tom Thibodeau is subsidizing that because you're right.
I mean, with what they were paying for Knicks tickets, that's the second good header we've had to cancel out crosses that I've seen. It's really good. Pulisic, you saw him? He's running angry.
Well, he took a big hit there from whoever that is.
He got fouled, or they called him for a foul.
Pulisic for the U.S. is actually crazy how good he is.
Yeah,
typically.
Dude's a dog.
It's under. I mean, oh my.
Oh gosh. Baby, no, that was good. That was good. Cutting him off. Get your big body in front of him. Let's go, Chris.
What's really impressive is that he's been on good form for Milan, but even when he was struggling so much with Chelsea, he still found a way to ball out with the national team.
Yeah.
And that is
still the best player.
That's the one thing that you can give to Berhalter's credit is that while so many of these players struggled in their clubs, and Reina also struggled at club and internationally because of Greg, he still found a way to make these guys look forward to coming to camp for the U.S. And I think it's fairly impressive that he reingratiated Gio into the team after he kind of told him to fuck off like Logan Roy. But again, I mean, it comes down to do you want a friend or do you want a coach? So
yeah, correct.
Yeah. You also Do you think he had a choice though? Like, how long can you leave Gio Reyna?
Oh, no, absolutely not. But I think the fact that he brought Gio back into the fold and Gio performed, I think, is something. I mean, that conversation goes two ways, I think. And I think you have to give him some credit for figuring out a way to right the ship, so to speak, after that whole thing happened.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
No,
that's a heavy ball. That's a
Dog, he is
heavy
so
ball.
fast. That was a heavy ball, but he is so fast. Unreal.
I'm gonna put my hater out on and say Vinicius has done nothing again.
Yeah. Oh,
he's had some
no.
chances too. Oh, come
Oh,
on,
no.
dude.
Yeah, he's
Please.
had some chances. Yeah.
No, dude. Yeah, what, 2 one-on-ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, hope nothing serious. Oh, here we are. One guy comes in the chat and says, "Y'all need to stop talking about basketball." And then we get this super chat, and it comes straight back, baby. Knicks had the best record in the NBA in the month of Jan. Don't see playoffs often. Now there's a rebirth in the fan base. No mame way from the Argentine.
Listen,
That's always good to see you.
That is a really important point, actually, because I think that the NBA could take a page out of soccer's book or football's book and incentivize fan bases and teams to not just care about winning the finals. It is too much of a zero-sum game in the NBA, and I think that the media and people at large need to figure out ways to celebrate teams that, not just the teams that win the finals, because otherwise that's why the regular season, nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah.
Don't you think that's a soccer problem too, though?
I do, but think about what that does for like the culture of the game overall. And I suppose soccer inherently has more inequality as opposed to a game that has a salary cap. And 100%. So you have, so inevitably you're going to get teams that they're going to have different expectations. But I don't know. I think personally, as someone who loves basketball, I'm just tired of people thinking that 29 teams are failures at the end of the season.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll maintain that's a equally as big a problem in football. Like, people will look at Arsenal and they'll say they failed.
I would say that it is the most dire of fans, though. You know, like, you still see middle of the table teams really celebrating.
Exactly. Fulham,
how they end up, and relegation races are really exciting.
Do you? I mean, I think it's only relegation. I think if you're in the middle, I think you're just in purgatory.
Yeah,
and
but
nobody would even like Liverpool, for example. People will say that they failed this season because they were winning.
Everybody holds them to such high expectations. You know, the dialogue halfway through the season was that they were going to win it all for Klopp. You know, to me, that's just like the ultras that are so, focused that they can't see past their own bias. The only thing that we talk about on this channel, is our interesting storylines and facts that matter, like data that we care about. And, where you finish on the table is very relevant. It's a mathematical way to determine your skill level, and how well you played that season.
Yeah, I suppose, but I still think that football fans are just as bad as everybody else at just counting rings and counting trophies.
Yeah, I think that's the most online fans, though. I think if you look at a grassroots level and the energy and the involvement that you see even for smaller clubs, I think that
oh my gosh,
I think that's an entirely different world.
Yeah. I don't know if I agree or disagree, because I see quite a few both American and British and Asian and African fans. Every time there's an argument about anything, they just default to trophies, and every time their team doesn't win anything, they're just like, sack the manager. And
okay, to me, like, arguing trophies and silverware and all of these things, that's like super basic. Like, you're hitting the bottom of the pyramid, right? Those are hard, tangible facts you can look at, and frankly, nobody cares enough to memorize the other statistics. So if you're gonna have an in-depth conversation, right, with somebody who knows and isn't just like an an Ultras fan, you know. I agree that you can go into, you know, the conversation of, well, when does winning matter? I think it does, right? But I would take that as like the stamp to an argument as opposed to the body of it. It's not the meat and potatoes, you know. It's I would say it's the au jus on the side, you know. Can make or break
I
a
would
meal,
agree.
but
Yeah. I would agree that local fans in Europe have generally, in fact, I'm even going to say outside of the Premier League. I think the Premier League is like a different beast. But I think outside of that, they have a much more accurate mindset of what is success and failure. Like, I think the teams in France, Netherlands, Belgium, I think those fans are better at what Hayden is describing. I think Arsenal, Liverpool, Spurs, City, United fans, I think they're terrible at that. Because I think the Premier League has almost created like its own toxic international culture.
It's been Americanized.
Yeah.
It has. And I think at the end of the day, too, I think what you're talking about, Jack, I don't think anybody will disagree that football fans are more reactionary than fans of maybe the NBA or the NFL, something like that, because they're used to shorter timelines. Like, it is perfectly acceptable for a coach to be in for 6 months. That never happens at the NBA. You get at least one season, at least. And so, but I think like by and large, because there are so many teams and because there's so much inequality in football, the only way that teams beyond the big six, beyond the Bayerns, beyond the Real Madrids can keep excitement and engagement with their fans is by creating a new set of expectations that not everything is about, is just about your place in the table.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I'm taking a neutral stance on this. I will say, in regards to the game, this is so far pretty much what I was expecting. A pretty good response from the US after the most embarrassing defeat of the Berhalter era. But we'll see in the second half, man. These CONCACAF teams, they fall off in the second half. And I feel like this is where every single Berhalter, Lozano, I don't want to say Marsh yet, that's not fair. They get outcoached. They get outcoached against Lorenzo Bielsa, whoever it is, in the second half. So,
not to mention the United States, we've been running hard. We've been a lot of our successes have come off of effort. Whereas, dude, the only people that I've seen like out and out sprinting for Brazil are Rodrigo and Vinicius, and they're built for that. You know?
Do you think? Okay, so this game is a little hard to assess, I suppose, because I feel like if we start analyzing Brazil and we start saying like, yeah, they don't look super great, blah blah blah, then the response is just going to be like, oh well, they don't care. Because that's always the response whenever. Do y'all notice that? That's always the vibe. Like, oh, Colombia beat the US 5-1 and they weren't even trying. It's like, yeah, they were, bro. They were trying. They weren't walking. Like, they were trying. Oh, Canada only tied France because France historically doesn't try. Bro, shut up. Shut up. Do you think the French want to lose at the Parc des Princes against fucking Canada? Like, no. Okay.
No, their ultras are out for blood.
Yeah, don't do that. So I think it's important to keep in mind that this is a friendly. The Copa starts in like what, 8 days or something. So nobody wants to get injured. But is this 45 minutes telling y'all anything about Brazil heading into the Copa America?
You or me?
They're not as clinical as they probably need to be. Especially after watching that Colombia team, just the way that they capitalize on mistakes. I haven't quite seen that from Brazil.
And Uruguay too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
Uruguay.
mean, and it, like, I was doing some research today and I didn't realize that back to back in World Cup qualifying. Brazil lost to Uruguay, Colombia, and Argentina. All the best teams in CONMEBOL they've been struggling with for the past year. So they're not as clinical as they need to be. But I mean, to be fair to the U.S., though, too, I think the midfield has held up much better today. We've actually been able to hold some level of possession. And I think that in general, we look more dangerous on the wide areas with what Jedi has been able to do. Pulisic obviously was able to do. So, I mean, I think that Brazil are not as clinical, or they're not as much of killers as they need to be at this point. And also, I think the U.S. is just responding naturally to one of the worst games we've seen in the past 5-10 years.
Yeah, you said Brazil's not capitalizing on the mistakes like Colombia did. Well, the U.S. isn't making those mistakes either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, Matt Turner had some terrible decisions. Cameron Carter-Vickers, maybe the worst pass I've seen a U.S. player make. Tim Weah getting stripped right outside his own box like an idiot. We just haven't seen that yet. You know, I'm very hesitant to give too much praise or criticism until the final whistle has happened, because I've just seen the CONCACAF teams falter,
implode immediately.
So many. I mean, Endrick against Mexico. Like, for God's sake, y'all just equalized. We got 3 minutes to see out the game, to see out a tie against Brazil, and we can't do it.
Yeah.
You know, U.S. are on their way to a pretty respectable 3-1 defeat. Maybe if it was even 2-1, actually, at that point still. Defeat by Colombia, and then you eat 3 late. It's just like, come on, man. So I'm impressed about how the first half went, but we got a long way to go.
Yeah.
We got a long way to go. I'm still waiting for that Vini goal, man. They were telling me he's the best. They were saying he's the best left wing at the Copa. I'm just waiting for it. Just waiting to see something. But apparently we're just Brazil haters. That's what they were saying in the comments.
What do you think? You know, I mean, obviously, Vini has a shout for the Ballon d'Or this year, right? And
yeah,
but to this point, we haven't seen what we need to from him at an international level. Where do you think that comes from? Is it mentality? What is it?
I think part of it is definitely pressure. I think part of it is mental. And I think part of it's also probably play style. Like, dude, for a lot of people, it's going to be hard to replicate your output for Real Madrid in a national team, just because of like how good they've been in La Liga the past 2 years, where I'm going to say they are clearly the best team. Like, they're better than Atleti. Yeah, we beat them in the goddamn Spanish Cup, Copa del Rey. They're better than us. They're better than Barcelona. Come on. And there's a gap. But with Brazil's not even the best team in South America right now.
No.
They're debatably third. They're debatably fourth behind Colombia. So I think it's a different beast. I think it's different circumstances. I'm sure like not getting as many reps and stuff, you know, with your teammates also has something to do with it. Maybe a lack of chemistry. But he's got what, 3 goals in 30 games?
That's unacceptable. For the hype that they put on his name. Like, look, for Real, he's a killer. Fantastic. It's a different conversation. It's a different conversation here. And before you say we're haters, we were saying the same thing about a bunch of U.S. men's national team players. I mean, we said just as much about Lautaro and Alvarez on the forwards edition of Copa America team rankings. You can't take them seriously until you have to take them seriously.
But yeah, no, so to go off that, why is it hate? If I say factually, Vinicius Jr. gets a goal every 10 games for Brazil, and that's bad, why is that hating? This is what I don't understand about that. Like, if he had 15 goals in 30, and we still said, hey, he doesn't show up for Brazil, okay, now we're hating. Because he's getting you a goal every other game, bro.
Yeah.
But 1 in 10? That's Almiron has better output for Paraguay.
HRG, to your point, Vinicius, Ballon d'Or candidate. The guy plays like Nico Gonzalez, but for Brazil, I've seen Nico Gonzalez score a hat trick for Argentina against Gareca's Peru. It may have been a brace, but I'm pretty sure I remember a hat trick. It was a while back, but at least I've seen it happen. You know? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christian, back to this right here. I don't know. This was a super chat from earlier, but he says that Mexico rattled Brazil. They look nervous and forcing everything. I don't think that they look super rattled here. I think that they're playing exactly like Jack said. They're trying not to get injured right now. They're playing to a comfortable standard. They're trying to let the coaching do the work for them. And they're letting their system work harder than they have to. I don't think they look rattled. They definitely look confused by the effort that the U.S. men's national team is putting in, because I think we are outworking them. But that doesn't necessarily mean to me that they are rattled or that they're putting in a poor effort. This is just what we were talking about earlier. It's not their fault. It's just that we've been holding right trigger. Like if you want to put it into FIFA 2023, 24 terms, we've been holding down right trigger. Our stamina is going to be pretty depleted coming into the second half compared to them. And I guarantee you that's how the game's going to finish. That's how the game's going to finish. We're going to have another good 20 minutes probably. I mean, depending on the coaching, right? We're going to have an energetic 20 minutes at the very least, and then we're going to be gassed. They're going to put on a few subs. We're going to put on a few subs, and we're just not going to be able to compete with the amount of energy that we're spending.
I think Alvaro makes a good point here. Jack has said the same thing about Santi on the national team. It's true. Like sometimes guys ball out for club and then come to country and it just ain't there for whatever reason. And the same way that I'm critical of Vinicius, I'm critical of Santi Jimenez. I feel like I'm like the one goddamn fan who looks at Santi and I'm like, bro, this ain't good enough. Like circumstances aside, it ain't good enough. Because you have 4 goals for Mexico and I think 27. So almost the exact same clip as Vinicius. Meanwhile, you have 26 goals in the Eredivisie. Vinicius has, I think he got 15 in the league and then maybe 7 in the Champions League, something like that. I mean, like, I feel like we're fair in our criticism. Nobody, or at least I shouldn't say it, other channels, but like, you know, we're not out here gassing up Santi Jimenez and then just ripping Vinicius. It's like, yo, if you balling, you balling. If you're not, you're not. I saw somebody say that Vinicius is clear of Neymar. That is crazy.
So false.
That is so false.
Let's look at this. This saying exists for a reason. The international jersey is too heavy for some. If you're too small to fit the jersey, that's totally valid. Somebody look, and I'll prove my bias. Just below that comment, somebody said Sergio Aguero. He didn't show up when he needed to. Everybody thought he was going to do wonders in 2014 after his phenomenal history-making goal for Manchester City to win the league. Everybody thought that, you know, he was going to show up and he was going to be the promised one that was going to lead us. He wasn't the answer. Higuain had to do it all. I mean, it just is what it is. The international level is insane. And for Vini, who I think is a really excellent system player with some really outstanding individual qualities, I just don't know. You cannot say that he is the complete player, like just a phenom, in my opinion, until he can perform at both levels. And it's okay if the shirt is too big. Just because the system isn't set up for you doesn't mean you're a bad player. Go win. Go win another Champions League with Real Madrid. Nobody can deny the greatness there. But no, it's the Brazil jersey, for God's sakes. The best players in history, maybe outside of defense. But even then, one Brazilian defender at least makes an all-time 11 in the defense.
Maybe.
No,
but even what you're saying,
the point is
you can't compare Vinicius to Aguero, bro. Aguero had 60 goal involvements in 100 games.
Yeah.
Vinny's on pace for 9. 60 versus 9. This is not an argument. This is not a comparison. So
Alvarez has more than him. Otamendi has more than him.
Bro, let me check Cuti's stats right now. I swear to God.
Check Cuti's stats right now.
Swear to God. I do want to answer this from Loco though. Do you think Argentina and Peru had the worst Copa America preparation? I just saw Argentina smoke Ecuador, bro. The score was 1-0.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude,
that's true.
Ecuador were so bad, man. I'm really worried, dude. I'm worried. Bro, Venezuela might win the group. I'm not even kidding. Like, the way that they couldn't even pass midfield against Argentina. Crazy. Galindez had like 2 really, really good saves too. 1-0 was flirting Ecuador, man. I think those guys are in trouble. But I think that was a great game for Argentina against, a lot of people's dark horse for the Copa, and they killed them, drowned them. So Peru's, you want to talk about Peru's Copa America preparation? Who the hell have they played? Paraguay recently, right? It was 0-0. I don't think they've done much, man. I really don't think they've done much.
Not much.
They probably have the worst of any team, Peru.
Yeah. The players are back out on the pitch. Looking like they're getting ready. Greg is chatting by the player box. I'm filled with rage looking at him.
Okay, so Cuti Romero has the same amount of goals for Argentina that Vinicius has for Brazil in the same amount of games.
Wow.
Ooh.
Case closed.
Sobering.
Done. Next question.
Christian M is saying that he watched Chile bludgeon Paraguay with a bat. Is La Roja back? I just say keep an eye on Jack's Twitter, because I made a meme today that I think encapsulates everybody's sentiments about what Gareca is doing with Chile.
Can we talk about that for a second, dude?
They're about to kick off. Just FYI.
Okay. I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna share so that people know like where we are again. But dude,
we're 40.
Annihilated Paraguay. It should have been 5. Well, Paraguay did hit the post once. They got.
Oh God!
But
here we go.
Oh God!
Oh no! Dude,
come on, Vinny, let's go.
I'm telling you, dude.
And they stuffed him. They stuffed his cross. Oh my God!
Just watch out for Chile, man. Those guys. I could not believe Paraguay eating 3. That doesn't happen.
HRG here right now. Scoring 3 past Paraguay is extremely difficult. The guys always end 0-0, 1-0. You're correct. They're just hard. They're just a tough team. Retweet, like. Yeah.
And they got filleted. Dude, you got to watch the highlights. It's on Chile's La Roja, La Pasión por la Roja, something like that YouTube channel. I think that's what it's called, actually.
Yeah.
Dude. And Brereton Diaz misses a 1-on-1 in like the 90th minute that would have made it 4-0.
Literally said it.
Murdered them.
Words right out of their mouth. Yeah.
Dude, goddamn me. Am I HRG? We might be the same person. I'm actually just like in the chat on my phone right here.
He was calling us racist earlier.
Yeah, I was about to say
what.
Oh, that was definitely me then. Well, anyways, at least we agree on the assessment of Chile. Bro, somebody on the Twitter was like, I tried to tell you about Chile. I was like, no.
Nobody said anything. No.
Nobody said anything about Chile.
You know what? I was buying on Chile. I was buying on Chile.
You were.
Not for Gareca, so maybe I was a little misguided there. But that was before he was even an option.
Yeah. Dude, the second they hired him, I was like, oh, shit. Here we go again.
Here we go again. Like,
what's that?
The Sinister Six looks down after they lose to Spider-Man, but then, Thanos steps in, starts leading the guys, and here we are, master of the dark arts,
Great shout for next U.S. men's national team coach, by the way.
Thanos?
Yeah.
You just know if we win this game, you're going to see an edit come from Deadball TV with Greg Berhalter with the Infinity Gauntlet on.
Oh,
I'll dye his face purple. Somebody
That's a foul.
get me there.
Thank you.
That was a foul.
Hey, he slapped the ref. Yellow. You can't do that.
He just kicked the ref in the nuts. It's got to be a yellow at least.
Jack is probably the Singapore boys he was dogging on Twitter. Yeah, that's my most random beef of all time, officially.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Bad losing position. Oh, what a cutoff.
Wow.
Yep. Oh, how? How did he get out of that? No way. Oh.
Wow.
Backline's been resolute tonight, boys.
It's been resolute. They gave me a couple scares there, but we were competitive. We were competitive in that. They destroyed us, but we were competitive.
No, it's bend don't break, which is what you need.
Bend don't break. Yeah. Look at how organized the U.S. men's national team is. We're playing a 4-4-2, looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At least on defense.
I'm telling you, man, the guys, they know that they can't get smoked. I mean, they canceled the post-match presser, for God's sake, against Colombia. Like, they can't deal with any more heat.
No. I mean, they have a real incentive to perform well today, and Brazil not so much. So, I mean, that is true.
Oh
boy. Oh.
Can I say something? And I want to see what y'all think. Because I'm a little sympathetic, just a little bit, towards the situation of the U.S. men's national team, because I feel like they, much like anyone else who would be on top of CONCACAF, it's almost like a lose-lose in almost every situation for them, because like the only way they gain credibility is to perform outside of the federation. You know, like they've won 3 Nations leagues and nobody cares. And like I kind of wonder what the players feel about that, because oh my gosh, that was a foul. That has to be a yellow. Okay.
Dude, that came out of nowhere. That Brazilian passing is insane.
It's a great ball. But like, you know what I mean? Like, they gotta know that the general public doesn't care. And it's almost like one result against Colombia overrides everything that they've done since 2019, whether it's fair or not.
Dude, that's what I was saying. If they lose to Brazil here after the 2 decent performances that the other CONCACAF giants put on, it like overrides their reputation.
Yeah. They have no credit in the bank. And
because frankly, what does CONCACAF credit buy you?
Except for like owning Mexico for however long. But like, I think they're kind of like those non-Power 5 college football teams that want to get into the playoff every single year. And as soon as they make it in, they get absolutely rocked. And yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. And I think too, there's an added layer of pressure here because we're not playing many MLS guys anymore. If you look at the 2016 Copa squad, there's lots of Portland Timbers on there. There was a lot of New York Red Bulls coming, and now we got guys. I mean, I think last game was the first time in U.S. history where they started every single player, I believe, was in like top 5 to 8 European league. I don't know the exact stat, but there was not. I mean, there's just not many MLS guys here anymore, and so these are names with pedigree or should have pedigree. So I think there's an added layer of that too, because these guys aren't nobodies anymore.
Did they check him for red here?
I'm just shocked they have VAR because they didn't check that first one.
Yeah, that's true.
Crazy.
That's true.
Yeah. Why did they? Yeah.
Dude, I don't know. Did he get ball? Dude, he got.
Yeah, he got ball. Was he gonna wave this off?
He got ball.
Okay, I have
That's
no
insane.
problem with that at all, but then why didn't you do that in the first half?
Why didn't you? That's sketchy to me. The fact that the first one wasn't looked at, this one was, that's sketchy to me. I don't like that. I mean, he did get ball, but
Yeah, he did.
oh my
No,
lord.
that's really well done from Chris Richards. What are these guys arguing? Like, bro, it just went to VAR.
Yeah.
You think you're gonna convince the ref?
Are they
He's gonna be like,
talking
"You're right,
about the
guys, my
first
bad."
half?
They might be. That's
Yeah.
their only argument.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've
And
gotta
rightfully
be.
so. That's stupid.
Rightfully so. No, that's a howler. This game should be 1-0. I was for it initially, but this is a bridge too far.
Loche says didn't know a free kick could get overturned. I don't recall seeing that either. A free kick? Do y'all remember
Yeah.
that getting overturned?
Well, and that's what our reaction was. Are they looking at for a red here? Because they don't do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they were looking last man on Chris Richards, but no. US getting help. I don't know.
Dude, what a tackle though. What a tackle.
Yeah. And he had that block just a couple minutes ago too.
Wow. Yeah, he did. And a good header in the first. No, Chris Richards
Oh
has
my
been
gosh.
quietly having a pretty solid game.
No, he's been good today. He needed it too. He needed a
He
bounce
did
back.
need it. Oh, Gio slow.
Oh no.
72 pace is not helping.
Oh. Oh. That would have been filth, man.
I would have thrown up. Oh,
Yeah.
God. What a lob, by the way. Everybody's going to talk about the shot, but look at the lob.
Wow.
Yeah.
That looked a little bit closer in real time.
Yeah, it did.
El Mexicano, I am imagining if that was a goal, and I'm imagining, I don't even know, burning the stadium to the ground.
That's an appropriate response.
Either that or self-immolation. Seppuku, maybe?
Okay. Dude, how many times I think it's the first time I'm saying Ricardo Pepe's name this
I was just thinking that, yeah.
He's been so quiet.
So did Pulisic go out, by the way? When he got hurt? I can't remember.
No. He's still on.
No.
Okay.
He has been significantly quieter, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Brazil looking a little more dangerous, too.
Yeah. I mean, what do you want? It's almost like it's scripted.
Would they script a friendly, though?
How much money do you need to pay the Brazil Federation to purposefully take an L?
I think $30 might do it.
American, right?
Jesus Christ.
$1 trillion Argentine pesos, so like
I think $1 trillion
$30 is probably right about.
Yeah, that's about the conversion rate nowadays.
Honestly, Chicano has the modus operandi for the Copa down better than I'd like to admit here, but you're not trying if you're not cheating.
Facts. Because no one will care or remember the cheating.
Nope. There's been one specific instance of outright cheating that everybody remembers. And guess what? It didn't even change the outcome of the game. It's the hand of God.
Yeah.
That's it. We still would have won the game without it. He scored the greatest goal in a century right after that.
Ben says bad relationship advice, which is true.
That's true.
He said deflating balls.
A lot of Boston talk in this stream.
Look, man, this is a footy pod for the American man here today.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
baby.
Scally putting the clamps on Vinicius.
Scally best right back in CONCACAF?
He had a great he kept pace with Diaz the other day in one of those breaks, by the way.
Look, when you ask him to just zone in and tackle,
defend.
he's not that bad. He's quite decent. It's when the US
game, though,
bro.
When he's trying to cross in, bro.
This is the opposite of that game.
Yeah,
look how deep the US is sitting.
Yeah.
This is very different to Colombia as well.
Yep.
Colombia, they kind of sat back a little bit and let the US have the ball. US is not interested in the ball right now.
No, not
and
really.
Brazil are showing like they've shown pretty much for a long time. Oh my gosh. Struggling to break down a low block. They can't break down low blocks. For whatever reason. Probably because a lot of these guys never played together either.
We're talking about hands of God, and somebody said Uruguay had the best one, talking about Suarez in the World Cup. And then somebody else said, what about Jara with Cavani? With the finger. Oh, God.
Yeah. I saw a tweet from some Uruguayan account, and he was talking about how he hopes that this is like the first time Uruguay looked good at a Copa, basically since they won in 2011. And I think he's right, man. Like it's been a while since I saw a really good Uruguay tournament game. It's been a long time. I don't even know if I can say 2018 was like a really, really good performance in there.
No, they like competitive potentially, but
yeah, competitive, yeah. But like, dude,
I like them.
They were so bad.
There. Oh, that's a foul. Oh God.
Dude, Gio looks like he's about to pass out after like the 60th minute every time I watch him play.
Because the man hasn't seen.
Turner, baby.
Atta boy.
Turner, baby. Scally, let's go.
Oh my gosh.
What a stop. Jolly is right. They need to put in Endrick. I'm just saying, if I had my FIFA career mode and I was like a bench player for the national team and I score 3 goals against my first 3 teams that I play against, I'm going to be pissed if you don't put me on. I might start a new campaign, frankly.
Yeah. One-time switch.
Can you do that in FIFA, by the way?
One-time switch?
That's a great question.
I don't think you can. I think you got to pick your nationality off the jump.
That'd be crazy. It's like
you could do some nutty stuff in there, bro.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
I mean,
you could win the World Cup with US, switch, and then win Mexico.
We haven't talked about it yet.
Competitive stuff, but
we haven't talked about it yet. But 2K has just picked up the rights for the next FIFA game.
Yeah,
they get pretty involved with it. So who knows?
That's true. God, those cutscenes are terrible, though, bro.
Yeah, I can't wait for Spike Lee to make the new collaboration, the new story for the FIFA game.
What's crazy?
Spike Lee joint.
What's crazy about 2K career mode? There was one year where they had this woman who was basically like Aquafina, was like your best friend, and you could play out your whole career. And at your Hall of Fame induction, she's like basically trying to pull focus and like get attention from while you're doing your speech because you give her a shout out. Anyways, it's not relevant. Sorry, guys.
I saw a comment ask, if this ends 1-1, is the Canada result less impactful?
Against France?
Yeah. I don't think they're related.
Yeah.
I don't know either, but you have to. I will say the first thing that comes to mind when you tell me that.
Oh boy.
Baby. Oh. Come on now. Joe Scally. Put the clamps on Vini.
Scally's like the opposite of the same. He got rid of the blonde and then got better. Usually it's the other way around.
Yeah. Opposite of Dragon Ball Z. Oh my God. Thank God. Okay.
That's Pulley with the no, that's Jedi. That was good though. Good little smart off the thigh.
You saw Jedi's free safety training almost kick in. He like got up on one leg and he was like, nah.
He's about to pick six that and then
run it all the way in.
Remembered. Yeah.
Dude, how hard would it be if you pick up the ball and you do like a spin, like a football spin, or you spike it?
I'm surprised no one's done that.
I'm shocked. Get it out. Weston with that big ass forehead, heading the ball 50 yards. That's what I'm talking about. Sorry, 50 meters.
Oh my gosh. Dang, he got up there. Who was that? Dude, he got up on Richards. You don't see that very often.
No, you don't.
You do not see that very often.
Yeah, that is bounce.
That was bounce right there.
Hendricks coming in.
Somebody said Ballow's coming in too.
Yeah, look at that. Wow.
I'm trying to... Beraldo. Lucas Beraldo. Jesus Christ, he's 20 years old? He's playing at PSG?
Center back. Yeah.
I'm not too familiar with that guy. Damn, Wendell's 30? I thought he was like 24. Okay. Huh? Ball knowledge exposed. There we go.
No Ecuador Bolivia stream tonight, guys. Sorry.
And Johnny's on as well, by the way.
Ooh.
Ain't nobody want to watch that. Like, I'm sorry, but
what streaming service? That's probably going to be the worst game.
It'll be Fubo too.
It'll be Fubo
or VIX
or for
VIX.
Copa. No, but for Copa. Is it Fubo?
Well, Fox Sports has it. So
Fox Sports has it. Okay. Dude, Endrick with a popped collar and tucked in shirt is insane. You know that every single Brazil jersey is going to have a popped collar after this, right? Like every single Brazil jersey is going to come with a collar. Now,
his hair is incredible.
A branding and marketing genius.
Correct. I mean, he might have contracted Neymar's dad to do it. Neymar, say what you want about
he's getting it
Neymar.
Right this time around.
I mean, he got it right the first time around. Maybe never the best player in the world, but definitely marketed that way, and people bought it. They bought it big. They bought it so much that they like him in Argentina.
PSG bought it.
That's probably just because he's Messi. He's got the blue check from Messi.
All of the above.
Wea, a moment of class. Oh my gosh, that was
dude.
That's
a good thing he's got bunnies. Maybe marginally, but I haven't really noticed.
I might be.
I'm at 46, 47, 48, 49, 50.
I can see my time.
Yeah, 65, 52. Yeah,
52. Okay, I'm 57. 58.
Yeah. You're good.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ticketmaster is on the engine now.
Yeah. Okay. It just felt like I was like 1 second ahead of you.
I don't think it's enough to matter.
Just got those instincts for the game, bro. You know.
Just got him. Just can just read a game.
Can sniff it.
It's almost as if I'm watching it right now.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh my! Oh no! Oh my dude! If Hendrick would have scored that, we would have had to have ended the stream.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Look at him, dude. Poetry in motion. I hate how good this kid is. Does he have a New Balance contract?
Does he?
He's wearing New Balance shoes.
Probably then.
Yeah.
You know, that Tim Ream's life just flashed before his eyes. He was like,
yep.
I do not want to sprint against Hendrick right now.
Oh, God, bro.
He's like, don't make me do this.
I'll foul him.
Vargas in the chat said yes, New Balance.
That's a massive
big
pickup for New Balance. Them and Raheem Sterling? Wow.
Who?
Raheem Sterling. Shut up. Shut up. Literally stop
finished.
talking. No.
Literally finished. He's the English Tim Weah. Like, I'm not even kidding.
And Saka is
No,
New Balance
dude.
too.
Saka is New Balance, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a great pass. Oh my gosh. Oh. Yo. Oh, Allison, what a save.
Why am I so stoked for just that attempt? Yeah, that was incredible. Allison,
That was
best goalkeeper in
It's not
CONMEBOL.
over. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
¿Para quién?
Oh.
¿Para quién, pelotudo?
What a save, though. Nah, that's mental.
Oh my God, bro.
Dude, US almost goes 2 up.
Oh.
He gets the low hand. That's
Dude,
poetry.
I mean,
right there.
look at how his body momentum carries to the right and he switches off. That's the best goalkeeper in CONMEBOL.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. He's a freak.
In the Western Hemisphere, probably.
There's maybe like 1-2 keepers better than him, maybe in the world. Maybe.
Yeah.
Poor Ederson, bro.
Nah, Ederson's won a Champions League and like 5 Prems. I think he's all right.
Yeah, but with Brazil,
Well, I'm talking about luck from an international perspective.
Hey, he got a Copa America final already.
Yeah, he did.
And he lost.
It was his fault.
Never mind.
IMO.
Watch.
No sympathy from me.
Hayden's like, put him on the chopping block.
Kill him. Yep.
Shoot him.
Oh, that's a great.
Oh my God.
Oh no, Endrick needs to pass that. Yep. He's got to pass that. This game is opening up though.
Camping World Stadium, baby.
Is that what the stadium's called?
Probably not.
Okay.
But I just saw the massive Camping World sign.
My God. Did he just see the ref running and think it was a US guy? Because that was shocking.
Maybe.
Look, now we're making mistakes. I told you, dude, that link-up play and being able to read each other was going to be key for this team. Excellent. And now we're tired. We don't have as much blood in our head. It's all in the legs. Now we're making those mistakes. That's the second errant pass that we've had in the game, and they all came in within the same 20 minutes in the second half.
There's a long way to go here.
There's a long way to go, but I'm telling you, there's a long way to fall, too.
Yep.
Oh, we got a question. Best CONCACAF match of the window at this point in the match?
This one. Or Canada-France. That game was banging, I thought.
Canada-France, but I think this one has been more exciting, but I also might just be biased. Yeah. Frankly, I'm going to tell you right now, I cannot see past my bias here because I would think this one.
It's also just more interesting from a storylines perspective. Like, there's a lot of questions asked of this U.S. team right now, and I think with Brazil
as well.
It's Brazil. Yeah, I mean.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's fair. I also really like Canada's response after getting annihilated by.
Oh my God!
Tim!
Tim! Oh gosh, that was a butt clincher right there. Oh, Tim again,
dude! Stop! Stop it! Stop!
Send it.
This is like Temple Run, bro.
It is. I'm like, just clear it, please. Jesus.
Oh my God.
My heart can't handle this. I don't know how his can. Guys, we have to play out of the back. You've seen the way that Turner distributes. We have to play out of the back.
Well, unless he plays a short pass that sucks, which he's done. Good turn. Somebody move. Okay. Oh no!
Oh, come on, man!
He played way faster.
Yeah,
way faster.
Oh, Timmy!
Tim!
Oh, good recovery.
Tim is the man of the last 2.5 minutes. Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! We have momentum. You bell end. Oh my God! The foul's not worth it. You killed momentum, and now they're reset. See, that's what we got to get out of the team.
Well, damn, bro. Maybe he was actually hurt.
Nah. I heard enough.
Okay. Oh, that's good one-on-one defending. Yep. That's good. That's good one-on-one defending.
Ben, we can't go back to basketball. Not right now. HR,
No.
Brazil does not suck.
Yeah, that's a surprising takeaway from what's happening. Oh, good win
Chris
by
Richards, dude, that is the third time that he's headed out a dangerous cross.
Yeah.
It's no-fly zone. No-fly zone, baby. He's been watching the Seattle Seahawks.
He's very good in the air.
Up.
I still don't think he can play CDM. I think that's I'm not a fan of that
that's
idea.
a little rich for my blood.
Oh my gosh, he's selfish.
Matt Turner, baby.
Oh, he's selfish. Oh, damn, Scally. Not a good giveaway there. Vinicius, can he redeem himself for the national team? Brazil's honor on the line.
Oh my God. Oh.
Top of the box, you fool.
You fool of a toque.
Ball comes in. It's blocked by Tim Ream's ball sack, I think. Here we go. Ball back in. Oh.
He remains stoic as ever.
Oh, no.
That was great. Oh, my God, dude.
It's
Matt Turner with the save.
It's a good block, but it was savable.
Tim is doubled over.
He should have saved that. If he didn't save that, that's kind of...
But he's going the other way.
Yeah, but it's a slow shot. Here comes Tyler Adams. Oh,
Please.
God. Yeah, Tim Ream took that
no,
sack.
Did he really?
I think so, yeah.
Oh,
Brandon Aronson. Lord help.
Blueprint.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
My father.
Pressing, dude.
Oh, this
dude,
is
if Brendan Aronson scores the winner against Brazil, like, I'm going to have to rethink some things.
That'd be a great day in the Gray household.
There will be riots in Rio de Janeiro if Brendan Aronson scores in this game. Before it pops off, I'm gonna jump off for a sec. I'll be right back.
Oh, this man's got to go to the bathroom.
What's up, dude?
Dude, not much. Not much. Literally just prepping for this. For those of you that don't know, Hayden and I went to high school together. He's been a devout football follower for the last few years and itching to get on the pod with us. I'm glad we could make this happen, dude. It's been
best man at my wedding, Connor Flynn. He wrote his speech on a napkin.
I did. It was okay.
Yeah, because I gave you some edits. I made you cut some stuff. So
you did, yeah. There were rewrites. It was like the Saturday Night Live writers' room in there.
So, I mean, if we finish this 1-1, what's your feeling as a result?
I think it's pretty huge. I think even if we lose, the fact that we played to this standard up until now, we show that resilience. It's everything that I want to see. So even like if this is the vibe that we give off during Copa America, if we play like this, I don't think it's unreasonable to see us put on a good performance in the quarterfinals.
If this is what the quarterfinals looks like, I will be proud.
I will be proud. Yeah. I'll be proud. Yes, correct.
I'll be embarrassed for CONMEBOL.
Hey, Jack.
You think so? Oh, well, yeah. If this is the quality that CONMEBOL brings, but I think that if we can keep up a performance attuned to this or akin to this, excuse me, I'll be proud of the fellas, and I would say that we are approaching what I want to see from the U.S. men's national team. we've seen improvement in the growth areas that I've given them notes for, right? So I'll take full 100% credit for all of that. And Alexi Lalas can he can take a hike.
He's a great man. I mean, personally, I think too, it's like it is encouraging, but I do think part of everything that went on with Colombia was down to focus and like just getting your shit together. So I think this is an encouraging sign, but unfortunately, the answer to like, is this truly them turning it around? We're probably not going to know until the quarterfinals, because if this team doesn't make out of the group, that's like a whole other conversation.
Oh yeah.
But we won't be put in a position like this until the quarterfinals. So, here we go. Come on, come on.
It's a very
baby. Too heavy, but that was beautiful.
It's a very different game from Colombia. Like this looks, and the U.S.'s approach to the game is completely different. Yeah. So this is working because Brazil are suffering from the same problem that they've had pretty much even when Neymar was there, but it's been exacerbated since he left, which is they can't score. They can't break you down.
I mean, and I will say too that if you're looking for a team that the U.S. could outperform against, I think
oh my god,
hold on. As much of a talent disparity that Brazil has against us, we struggle against teams that can just punch us in the mouth, and it doesn't seem like. Oh my god!
What the hell was that?
Oh.
Was that a shot? That was terrible.
Wow.
And I don't think Brazil is able to do that, as at least from what we've seen tonight. And so I almost feel like, you know, if we're up against a middling CONMEBOL team, I actually think we might have just as much trouble against them because they just present different problems.
Yeah.
Agreed. Like if the US plays Paraguay, this game will not be like this.
Oh, it's 0-0. I promise you. I promise you it's 0-0.
Yeah. It's going to pens.
Yep.
Big body on Pulley. Oh no, on Aronson. I was about to say. Left Coast Lefty, our boy Vince wants to know who makes a better asado, Hayden or Connor.
I mean, never made in my life.
Have you been grilling lately?
I don't have a grill. I do have.
There it is, folks. Ooh, oh no. That was a good try. It was a good try. If Scally made that pass, that would have been unreal.
Yeah, that would have been disgusting.
Quiet day.
That'd been uncharacteristic.
Uncharacteristic.
Yeah, it's like Tyler Adams' cracker against Mexico. It's like,
I was just about to say that. I swear to God, I was watching the stream when that happened, and you were like, Tyler Adams will never score a better goal than that in the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Yeah, his entire career.
Which it was a golazo. Like
golazo.
Screamer.
Dude, see, like, look at that.
Okay.
They do little to no effort compared to the U.S. men's national team defending, and still beautiful. Wow. Now, what we do good is putting 8 guys in the box. Yeah. I don't know why everybody.
Oh my gosh.
That's a baseball boy right there. It's a baseball boy right there.
Shortstop.
Oh, run.
Douglas Luiz versus Ballo? Yeah, I'm taking Ballo in this one. Oh, great.
Come on.
French League, Farmers League. Oh.
Bring back Pepe, dog. Where is he?
Bring back Pepe, yeah.
Dude, I've seen enough. Get Daryl DK in here.
That man tore his ACL again. Still getting
what,
bro? Yeah, he's gone, bro.
Again?
I can't remember if it was an ACL exact, but he is out for another season. He's gone.
Oh my gosh.
Who?
DK, Daryl DK.
Wow.
He came back, and I think it might have been like not even 2-3 weeks later. season-ending
man.
injury.
Can you imagine what that?
And
horrible.
he's a nice fucking guy too.
My gosh! Allison with another blank save.
You know who was on the other end of that?
Who?
You know who was on the other end of that? Brendan
Is that
Aronson.
Brendan Aronson?
Good God. Good
Oh my
God.
gosh, I knew we didn't have the marbles. Dude, who got cooked from Brazil there? Was it Wendell? They zoomed in on him.
Oh, by the way, did y'all ever figure out what was the deal with Sargent? Is he hurt?
Everybody after the fact was saying that he's out. But I have not taken the time to.
Another forward who is in good form.
Yep. Really good form. Good skill set.
Kevin Zarate, this might be the biggest howler you've ever posted here. Please keep that to yourself. If you would like me to delete it from the chat, I will do that favor for you.
Oh, step, baby. Oh, Martinelli. Oh, my gosh. Vinicius is a fraud. He is a fraud. Dude, Martinelli. This is so good from him. I just wonder if... Dude, Vinny, you can't even stay on side.
Dude.
Fraud.
No, but
Absolute
to create
fraud.
proper spacing there is difficult. That
Oh, dude, who got a little nutmeg there too? Damn, dude. That was a filthy flick.
Wow.
Yeah,
from
who
Pulley.
did Pulley put it in, right?
Pulley put it in. Yeah, Wendell gets beat by Aronson. Allison
not
just
enough
a
space.
freak,
No.
man. He's a freak. Shaq Moore in the game? They took Scally out? Shaq Moore's about to mark Vinicius for 6 minutes plus stoppage? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh.
He's getting greedy. Cut back. Let you guys run up with you.
Yeah.
Oh, nope.
Yeah.
There was no help. Okay.
Those New Balances are heavy, man.
Those New Balances are heavy.
It's a good
That
save
collar's
from
going down
Turner,
on
though.
him, too. Yeah,
It's a
great
good save
save.
from Turner. Dude, he's got to be at 10 saves now. Surely.
Yeah.
Or like 9.
Some great
Really good
punches.
game. Yeah.
Dude, think about it. Does he play similar to Onana in that he's just an out-and-out shot stopper? No?
No, because Onana's whole thing is he's supposed to distribute.
But I
That's
would
like
say
why...
he's...
Oh. Yeah. And
what is going on? What is going on? Oh, get it in. Give it back. Give it back. Oh, beautiful. Somebody do something.
Brazil stressing here.
Bruh.
McKinney on the ball. McKinney. Oh, Pulley. Puts it across. Oh my goodness. Brazil hanging on.
By a thread.
By a thread.
They literally... Oh! Did Allison know that was going out? He did. He knew it was going out. God, he's so good.
Wow.
He's so good because he would have stopped that regardless. I mean, look at him. He makes the decision to hold his hand back. What a freak.
Oh my God.
Left Coast Lefty says, bro, this looks respectable.
Mildly surprised. Oh
my
gosh. Big body.
Push him down. Okay, Timmy, come on.
Another save from Turner? Yeah, he's got to be a 10. Dude, he's got to be a 10. Oh my gosh.
No.
Allison, bro.
Allison's
cool as
good.
the cucumber kit that he's wearing. Unreal.
Yep. What a banger. What a banger line. What's his name? What's the guy from
Peter Drury? Yeah, that was
Peter
Drury level.
Yeah, that was Drury level right there.
Cool
as the cucumber kit that he's wearing.
He claims that he doesn't write any of his lines down.
I mean, he is a father, so those things could just naturally come to him with his dad joke-esque reflexes.
Did you guys know what his favorite call he's ever made is?
What?
Shabalala.
I think I need context for that one.
Oh, sorry. The opening game of when South Africa hosted the World Cup.
South Africa?
And Shabalala, scored the goal. Yeah.
Scored against Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said that was his all-time favorite call. And back
against
to the game.
Conejo Perez, I'm pretty sure was our goalkeeper.
Dude, look at this.
Oh
my God.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Johnny.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
baby.
that's a little Rob Betty swag right there.
Let's go.
Aaron
Pace Merchant.
Brennan.
Oh, that was shocking. Oh my.
That's my
Hendrick,
boy.
Good.
That ball's released
Chris
way
Richards,
too
dude.
soon. That ball's released way too soon from Hendrick. That's a foul on Jedi there. It's all right. I'll pick up a yellow, but who cares? There's 2 minutes left. Dude, Matt Turner. Great game.
Turner. Yeah.
Great game, man.
Yeah, left coast lefty Vince, you're absolutely correct. Does not have meaningless friendly energy. Doesn't feel like it. Cruz Florero is saying that he's showing out for the Brasileñas after fumbling in front of the Colombianos.
That is, he was like, I can't let this happen again.
I can't do it again.
He checked his Instagram after the Colombia game. There was nothing in there. He's like, God damn it, never again. Like, that's just not a good ball. That's just not a good ball. Who the hell is getting there?
You know, I've really liked what we've seen from the U.S. sitting back a little bit deeper tonight.
Yeah.
Organized. Kind of, I mean, resolute under pressure.
Yeah.
I'm
terrified.
Yeah.
Has the U.S. ever gone all-out attack against a good team and won? I actually think every terrible performance under Burrow, maybe like Panama 1-0 away, but I think like every bad performance under Berhalter generally is when they try to go at a better opponent than them, and the midfield isn't good enough. They turn the ball over and they concede.
Yeah.
This play style is probably the key. It's just going to be a matter of like, okay, will the U.S. actually deploy this during the Copa? And if it doesn't work because they go down a goal,
they're going to panic.
And what happens? Yeah.
Ecuador's apparently scored again.
2-0.
2-0
already.
5 additional minutes added on.
Valencia and Yaboa. John Yaboa scored. Wow, no Caicedo for this game. Started Cifuentes, Guerrero, and Mena in the midfield. Wow. And they got 2 goals. I mean, it is Bolivia. Let's be honest here. Dude, Vinicius, bro. Just...
Okay, this is when Endrick loves to score, so please, God. What a slide! Weston McKennie doing it all, baby. Come on now.
It's been a decent game from him. It's been
Decent
a
game.
Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
As he is. Dude, a late winner here would feel cruel.
It would feel cruel. And it might be. No, but we too good in the air.
I think that's McKinney again.
That's McKinney.
It was McKinney again.
It is.
Look at him. Look at how he's getting on his shoulders. I love it. I love it. Dogging boy. Come on.
That's his teammate. That's his teammate.
That's his teammate?
At Juventus, yeah.
I love that.
Oh, come on.
That is, dude.
Vini.
Oh my gosh.
Vini. This is the howler for
Dude,
Vini. This is a howler.
Look at Matt.
Smiling.
He's having a good time.
Yeah.
He is. Where are they playing this game?
That's a good question.
Oh yeah, Camping World Stadium. Look at the it's above the broadcast screen. That's hilarious.
I have no idea.
It is Camping World Stadium
That's huge.
in Orlando.
In Orlando? Oh, that's why it's
Orlando.
humid. That's why these boys are sweating.
Yeah, that's why they sweating, dude.
It's humid.
Those look like some Aston Villa jerseys, bro.
Yeah.
With that kit sponsor. Did y'all hear about that?
No, what happened?
They the kit sponsor like changed the materials, and it literally made them look like they were constantly drenched and it would stick to them. And so they had to, I don't know if they changed sponsors, but they had to change material within like in the middle of the season.
It was sticking to them.
Yeah.
Who are they sponsored by? Umbro?
No, is it Castor?
No.
Oh,
Good job from Ream.
Tim.
Really good position. Stupid foul. Stupid foul from Martinelli.
Foul. Yeah.
I did not know that. It's a crazy story.
And you know what? We haven't said Shaq Moore's name once.
No, we haven't. In a good way or a bad way.
Exactly. And that's exactly what you want.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what you
Put
want.
him in it, forget about it. I mean, it's not like, well, I'm just going to shut the hell up. I'm going to shut the hell up for the next minute and 10 seconds.
Oh, that's
come on, baby.
You're kidding me.
Come on, baby.
Grabbing his jersey?
Jedi?
I guess he called it Vantage, but it expired.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's so bizarre.
This
Jedi got called for that foul?
Vinny again. Come on. Oh,
Shaq setting an absolute pick and roll. Oh, God. He set a hard screen. Ref, were his feet set?
Oh, no, but Vinny's done almost nothing this game. Honestly, buzz cut for the Copa. I think that's what he needs.
Monk mode. No flair. You're not Neymar.
No, you're not Neymar, bro. You're not.
Yeah.
Vince wants a challenge. He said, how many timeouts do we have left?
Coach's challenge.
He's like, it's not a tech. Coach's challenge. We get the timeout back.
Another save from Turner. It is straight at him, but
Turner. But baby, it's a numbers game. I mean, he's had 15 shots.
It's crazy how many saves he's had right now.
Matt Turner, save merchant. You know what? I'll take it. Ben Hudson with a very concise Turner God. Love it. Oh! Did Vini just block the goal? Did Vini just block their own goal?
No way. Did he? I need to see a replay of that.
I think Turner was going to get to it. I think he was going to get to it.
I think Turner might have been able to get to it, but still, dude.
Yeah, it probably would have just batted it, and it's still alive.
Dude, they paid Vinny. They must have paid Vinny for this. That's insane.
Wow.
Vinny, man of the match for the United States?
Dude, maybe.
Oh, my
God.
That's insane. Are they calling it?
That's it.
I cannot believe my eyes, dude. I cannot believe
my
eyes.
Wow.
Gaping Greg over here, bro.
Is this the biggest performance in Greg's?
Yeah, Matt Turner, 10 saves in the match.
Wow. Oh, yeah, look right there. Beautiful.
That was a good game.
That was a good game.
It was a good game.
And the U.S. did not look out of place, by and large.
No.
Man, I think this says a lot more about what's been happening with Brazil lately.
Yeah.
For sure. Without a doubt.
They can't not. We'll talk about the U.S. in a second, but I think Brazil, man, like they're just clueless against the low block. They're clueless. a rational takeaway from RR here?
Let's be completely honest. The USA was gifted that goal at the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, but I bet if you look at XG, bro, I bet it would be pretty even.
Yeah, that's true.
No, quality of play, or at least performances, pretty solid.
And I mean, that would have been a reasonable, respectable 1-0 loss, even if they didn't get that goal.
Yeah, shout out.
That's funny. I appreciate that. Heidi's asking about the Euros. We're not going to stream Germany, Scotland, but we are going to go live for Spain, Croatia, and England, Serbia. Those are the games we're going to go live for this weekend. But yeah, bro. Brazil. There's nobody on the team who can score. Nobody can score. Lucas Paquetá, top goal scorer coming into this Copa America, he did not play today. Where the goal is going to come from, man? And some people were mad that we had Brazil as the third best attack. Shit, we should have had them seventh. They can't score.
I mean, look at it. Look at it. Watch the game. Watch what's happening. The finishing isn't clinical. The passes are pretty good. Not as good as they should have been. I would say I probably expected 3 more key passes from Brazil. But even then, if your front three can't put away these chances that they're getting, at least one of them, or one more, I should say, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And
I'm
look
shocked.
at the back line. The back line is not going to keep a bunch of clean sheets at this Copa.
No.
Not against the good teams.
No, not against the good teams. Jordan Ramirez, I would say it's a Matt Turner legacy game here.
I mean, it's really showing pride. I mean, absolutely embarrassed less than a week ago, and then you come up against Brazil, regardless of their form or how long it's been since they, have been who Brazil really should be. I mean, it's Brazil, and to stand tall like that, I mean, that's impressive. And I mean, I think we're all rooting for Matt Turner. We want him to do well. Maybe Jack a little bit less so, but I mean, it says a lot about the pride that he took in his game.
Correct. And I think in this situation, you really can, because I'll be the first person to, talk about like context. But at the end of the day, it is Brazil. It is Brazil, and that's a really pretty massive result, I would say.
The U.S. does not play them often.
No.
We don't play teams like that very often.
The disparity between the two teams, I would say, in this case, you can say it's still Brazil. 100%.
100%. Me highlighting these struggles that Brazil have been going through lately does not mean that this result doesn't mean anything. It's a very big mental win to bounce back. Going back to what was said during the stream, the U.S. are not a soft national team mentally. They might not have the greatest tactician on the sideline, but these guys are not pushovers.
No.
And we saw that. So, this doesn't mean that U.S. is now making the semifinals. But I think there's a lot of positive takeaways. I thought Pulisic was good.
Yeah.
Richards and Ream, definitely better this game than against Colombia. Joe Scally, great window from him. Great window from him.
I mean, he really stepped up. We're going to talk about intrinsic motivation or Greg getting on you in the locker room. I mean, with Dest out, that's first man up. He's doing his job. He's holding his own. Like we said earlier. I don't remember if I think it was Hayden said it, but you don't want to hear their name. I want that side of the pitch to be silent. I don't ever want to bring up Shaq Moore. I don't ever want to bring up Joe Scally. My preferred interaction with them after the game is to realize afterwards that I didn't bring them up once and be like, oh my God, yeah, maybe they are man of the match. Because it was just dead silent over there. I want it to be a non-option on that side.
Yeah. Jason said US had a good game, but people want to say Brazil down bad. Just say USA played good. Why can't both be true at the same time?
Both can be true. And
Those aren't mutually exclusive.
No. Preparation meeting hard work and a little bit of luck here. Circumstance.
And waking up.
Yeah. And here we are.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Brazil are out of form. Period. They're out of form. Like, again, this is not a matter of opinion. I don't understand. Like, what are you looking at to suggest that Brazil are coming into this Copa on fire? And this is the thing about football. Anything can happen. They're still good enough to win the Copa America. And then people will, if that happens, which I don't think it will, people will look back and they'll be like, oh, like, look at these guys. Like they said, Brazil suck. I'm not saying Brazil suck, but we're saying they're going through a real rough patch right now. And there's no indicators, I would say, based on this entire window, that things are going to get better. At least I'm not really seeing any. I think probably, Connor, what you said, chance creation still looks pretty good, but it's been good during World Cup qualifying. It's not chance creation. It's putting the ball in the back of the net.
That was never the issue. You can go back to the Croatia game that they lost. Look at that. It took literal magic from Neymar. And then guess what? Falls back to the same issues we're having now. Even with this new coach, even with Endrick on the bench, on the team, getting significant minutes, we're having issues finishing. And by we, I mean Brazil. So they are having issues finishing. Concessions on defense. It's tough.
What y'all think about this? Kupad says without Turner, U.S. would have gotten smacked.
Here's the thing. A lot of those shots were directly to him. So I think we can give him credit, but it has to be to a point. Like, look at the work that Allison did compared to what Turner did, right? It's tough. It's a tough sort of comparison there because Turner definitely had quantity, but I would say with the one Pulisic shot that Allison didn't touch, right?
Crazy.
With the two shots that he stuffed, I would say, I mean, he's obviously the better goalkeeper by far. Like, it's not close, but Turner did have an excellent game. I think other goalkeepers could have done that, but you know what? I'm not questioning it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm glad he was here on the day. Definitely want to give him his flowers for that.
Well, and I think there's probably a little bit of a form handicap here, right? I mean, he struggled so much a few days ago that for him to be nails like that, you know, regardless of where the shots were coming from, you know, he played with confidence for the most part. And, you know, I think it's just we had different expectations for him right now after the past year.
Yeah.
Correct.
I think you could just as much say that Allison saved Brazil from being embarrassed.
Yeah.
As Matt Turner saved the U.S. from being smacked.
The two things can be true. Yes.
Yeah.
Sebichon right here. Thank you for the donation, my friend. Bro, the Brazil frontliners on fraud watch. Decision-making was terrible in the final third outside of just the lack of finish. You know what? I don't know. You know what? I'll ride with this. There were quite a few moments when players, specifically Endrick, not even Vinicius, I would credit to a lack of finish, right? But Endrick, what were there? 3 shots where he should have passed? Did he take 5? There were 3 shots where he should have laid him off. There was a better option outside of him shooting.
Yeah.
Look, and maybe that was the game plan, but you got to have the wherewithal to know, look, I'm on fire right now, or I have been in the games that I've played. My teammate is wide open, and I've seen him make the shot in practice. There's got to be another option because I've got Chris Richards, who's got a full head on me, 5 to 6 inches of height on me. I've got to lay this off. His legs are longer than mine. He weighs more. Something's got to give here. So yeah, Sebillon, I think I'm gonna agree with both of you, or both of your opinions here, just in separate instances.
Do you think the U.S. should have won?
No.
Yeah, I think a draw is fair.
Yeah.
Me personally.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy saying that. And then that's because of the degree of saves that Allison had to make. Was ridiculous. I mean, that Pulisic save, god damn.
That was insane.
Fuego. Insane.
Dude, the Pulisic save, and then the thing that I can't get over is like the instance of him sliding out to meet that Pulisic shot, recognizing that it's going to go off of goal and pulling his hand back. Like that is, I mean, it looks like we're pretty decent at set pieces. So taking that away from us, that to me, I will never not be impressed by that.
Yeah. I think the U.S. have copied the game plan to beat Brazil that has worked for a while now, which is if you really bunker down, if everybody hustles, you play help defense, you don't let Rodrigo and Vinicius get isolated one-on-one, you always bring help. They just don't have much. Even the midfield, especially without Paquetá today, like what's the goal scoring threat? Like maybe it's Guimaraes, who was okay. You know,
I mean, Rodrigo looked dangerous for all of about 9 minutes.
The first 9 minutes of the game, yeah. Yeah.
Which is insane to say because he's Rodrigo, you know? I don't know.
Yeah. But this has been happening. This is not an isolated incident. If I was Junior, I would have played this entire starting 11 against Mexico as well because these guys need all the reps they can get. There is no B team, bro. You're the fourth best team going to the Copa right now. Like, we're looking at the badge when we're assessing Brazil. We're not taking a step back. And I know it's really difficult to. It's really difficult to do that with, you know, Manchester United, Real Madrid, Barcelona, whoever it is. It's hard to be like, okay, let me remove, 100 years of football excellence and just say right now they're not good. It's very difficult to do, but that's how it is, man. This is probably the 10th Brazil game I've seen in the last year. Most of them look like this. Like they beat England. Why do they beat England? Because England turned the ball over at the halfway line. They have a high line and Brazil uses their blistering pace to score off of a rebound. Vinicius misses the fucking point blank shot. It's saved and then Endrick taps it in. So even in that one-on-one, in a different game, a month ago, he still couldn't score. Brazil can't score. Yeah, they put 3 past Mexico. Everybody scores 3 against Mexico. Uzbekistan scored 3 against Mexico.
They also conceded 2. Let's not forget that. A Mexican national team who not historically, excuse me, that was unfair. A Mexican national team who seems also averse to scoring.
The U.S. men's national team that's blanked Mexico 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
That Uruguay handled with ease. Yeah, man, come on now.
You want to talk about teams who showed up and didn't put effort in? Uruguay. Uruguay didn't look confused, worried, not once.
Vini didn't have a great game, but the disrespect he's getting is just a disgrace. What disrespect? What disrespect? What do you want us to say?
I think he's talking because I put up that comment about Vini Jr., which, listen, I just thought that was really funny. I'm a sucker for a good SpongeBob reference. Yeah, the disrespect, I don't think we have any disrespect for him. We've said multiple times, I don't know if you were here earlier, that he's the guy. He's the guy at Real Madrid. But it's looking like he's a system player, and that's not unfair to say. That's not unfair to say.
Correct. Look, bro, if you don't cook, if Hayden can't cook, right? He's never tried to make moussaka. He's never made an asado in his life. And I come on the stream and I say, yeah, Hayden's asado game is probably, it's probably not great. And then Hayden goes, that's disrespectful. I say, brother, you've never made it.
Well, you didn't have to air it out in front of everybody. Goddamn.
Hey, well, you know what? If you're nominated for the goddamn Golden
James
Spoon
Beard Award, yeah.
Yeah, if the Gordon Ramsay, next up top chef award, you're a nominee. I have to bring it up. I'm like, hold on, this guy can't make asado. He can't make a steak. And you want him to 3 Michelin stars. He can't even make sweet potato fries.
No, you have to take a step back and say that 3 goals, the same amount of goals that Cuti Romero has internationally in the same amount of games.
That's insane, bro.
Top 5 center back in the world.
That's insane. Has to be. I mean, yeah. And so is Vini after the block. Oh my God. Hold on. We haven't even talked about that. We haven't even talked about how Vini just totally saved a shot on goal.
I wish we had a better angle of that.
I wish we had a better angle.
I don't think we had the full story.
I think it was getting saved, or going out of bounds. But it is kind of the sprinkles on the cupcake, right? For like an otherwise pretty disappointing Vinicius game. But Brazil overall, bro, I mean, like the chances are leaking to the US, man. It's
at every opportunity, Vince.
What are you going to do against Uruguay? What are you going to do against Colombia? Because you're on that side of the bracket. Brazil have a hard road to the final. Everybody on that half, they're going to have to go to war, and somebody's going to die. There's going to be injuries. People are not making it out alive.
No, so they're in the Western Conference right now. They're in the Western
Conference. Correct. And Argentina are the Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
All right. They get the busted up Pacers, Knicks who are dead. And they played a Miami Heat with no Jimmy buckets in the first
Jimmy.
Game. All right, they getting Peru in the first game. It's actually a perfect comparison.
I'm not hearing Argentina doesn't have buy penalties in the World Cup money. They have buy the easy side of the bracket in the Copa America money. That's what we have. But even then, we might not under anarcho-capitalistic Milei. I don't know. Yeah. What do we have, Hayden?
I was just going to say that we have bribed the refs for a friendly against Brazil money. So
That's what we got. We got $40 in a bag of chips,
and it didn't even work. So finish the job.
Oh yeah, I guess it was mildly effective. It did get you a goal.
So I can only assume, if you don't know where Neymar is right now, that you also don't know that a lot has happened. Pele and Maradona have both passed away. England lost the last Euros to Italy in a shocking performance. Southgate's still manager, by the way. Neymar's injured again. No, it's not the back one from 2014 still. It's a different one that happened. And Argentina just won the World Cup 2 years ago. So just to give you a quick catch up.
He's been in the cryo chamber.
He's been in the cryo chamber. Yes. He looks like Goku right now. He's got the mask on. Or Han Solo. Or Mewtwo. My God.
Yeah.
The cryo chambers, they spam that in animated cartoons. They love that.
No. It's like the greatest plot filler. It's like, where was he? Oh, he's in the cryo chamber.
And they always let the water spill onto the floor.
They do. Like, you don't have regulations in place for this? Like, are you draining these?
Is that even safe to just spilling all over the place? Like,
I don't know. What if that gets on you? Brother.
Yeah, because sometimes it's like purple, like the water has got bubbles in it. It looks like toxic waste. I'm like,
you know they're peeing in that. You know they're peeing in that.
Yeah.
Can't for 8 years, bro.
Oh, I don't know about that. No, they never show anyone cleaning it up either. So I assume it just stays on the floor and until the series concludes. But anyways, guys, any closed thoughts before we end the stream?
I think in spite of the conversation that we had earlier, sort of bringing Matt Turner's performance back to rational ground, I would still put him as player of the game for the United States because that result doesn't happen without him. And regardless of who could have filled that spot, he was the one who did it today, and I think he made the difference.
Yeah, on that same note, I think I would give Chris Richards a shout for man of the match here. I think he was immense tonight, and just like Matt Turner, he needed a big performance, and he really, really showed up. And I think too, I mean, Joe Scally, I mean, like you said, just a great window for him. I feel much better going into this tournament. I was shook when Dest got hurt, but I mean, if he can keep playing like this, it's all good.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Turner. Pulley, Richards,
and then Jalen Brunson a close fourth.
Yeah, with his 4 fingers.
Narrowly missing out. Jalen Brunson. Abbas, I'll drop the Asian stuff either tomorrow or on Friday.
Oh, and one more thing.
Guys.
Sorry. It's my birthday tomorrow.
Oh! Come on now, Cal. Happy pre-birthday stream.
29, baby. My goal. Yeah, I always said that I wanted to get on a dead ball stream before I turned 29, so made it.
Barely. At the final bell.
Happy we were able to fulfill a lifelong dream of yours. As the shot clock expires, no less. Keep the basketball references going. Damn. Okay. Well, yeah, everybody, you better like the stream now. For Hayden's birthday tomorrow. United States 1, Brazil 1. Can't wait to check Twitter. Cannot wait to check Twitter. Oh, look at Vince. Happy. Wishing you $5 that Hayden will never see.
That's so true.
It's going straight into the Deadball TV pocketbook. Oh, my God. All right. Y'all are awesome. We'll see y'all on the next.